back. Well, ooh. It is Friday the 19th of June and welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And of course, you're hosted by the very best. Please introduce yourself.
Queen of BOE, Christy.
Brent, you in the building?
I am. Good morning, people, family, tribe, village,
Community.
Family.
We have missed y'all daily. I've seen some of y'all since we've been gone. The likes of Bex, the likes of Temi, the likes of that's it. Oh, shout out Chinks.
Can you see your friends already? He started.
I'm just shouting out Ripple Lab.
Shouting out your nearest and dearest. Yeah.
How are y'all enjoying the World Cup so far?
Say again?
How are y'all enjoying the World Cup so far?
The World Cup.
This world event.
Well, I heard that England won and Ghana won. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. So yay.
Amazing.
Other than that, I do not care.
I watched the England match.
Did you?
It was by force though. My son wanted to flip and watch it. And I was like, why? We're not supporting them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but he was insisting.
Mm-hmm.
He actually wanted to watch the Ghana one as well, but I was like, sorry, that's past your bedtime.
What time was it?
That started at 12 midnight.
Oh.
I was like, no.
Absolutely not.
I was like, impossible. And yeah, the England match was actually a good match actually.
Really?
I did surprisingly enjoy it. Big up to Arsenal's zone. The set piece was magnificent.
All right.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
She means that the thing that they pilloried Arsenal for the entire season, they've now celebrated it.
Right, okay.
Because they've benefited from it.
Right, okay.
So
now
Arsenal brought England joy.
Right, okay.
And also Christy.
Okay, as you guys said they would, right?
Yes, we did. We did say, come World Cup, this is what you're going to be getting jizzed over.
Jizzed over?
Okay.
Sorry.
What?
Jizzed? Jazzed? What am I supposed to be saying?
Do you know what jizzed means? Jizzed over.
Gist.
Gist, is that what you said?
Or you said...
I said jizzed.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what that means?
You know what that means?
Yay!
No.
Well, it's a kind of yay, but...
Can you elaborate? You're not just like you're on sync, but you're not sharing.
Look it up.
When you jizz on somebody, a woman,
or yourself.
Actually, no, it could be a man.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, you could you could be anybody.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I learned something yesterday.
What was that?
As you said that man stuff. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it on air.
Okay.
Yeah, but so what does it mean?
When you jizz on someone, I believe the man usually jizzes.
Relieve yourself.
Yes.
Oh.
In a sexual way.
Yes. So there's no other definition.
I mean, I don't know, but that's the most common one.
Why did I say that then?
I don't know. I don't know what goes on in your mind.
I don't know.
It's the top of the morning, and that's how you started.
That is crazy. Let me Google this. Should I be Googling this?
I mean, I
don't want that kind of stuff in my bloody thing.
Oh, please.
It's probably already there.
Because that's where you're drawing the line.
I'm joking because you're going to come for me now.
I'm definitely not. I'm looking, listen. I'm definitely not. Keep it coming. I like that. I like that. Okay. Shout out the KNICKS though.
Oh yeah, the KNICKS.
Whilst we were away, the KNICKS won.
Yeah. Did you see New York?
Yeah, it was.
The people
finished.
came out.
It was finished.
They really came out.
Shout out Babiel. Babiel actually traveled there because he had a premonition. Did I use that right?
Yeah, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, yeah.
I got to check these days, isn't it? he had a premonition that they might clinch it within
Yeah.
that period that he's over there, and they did.
Oh,
He
look at
lost
that.
his voice.
Really?
He doesn't really speak loud anyway, but he was shouting enough to lose his voice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was making mad videos and whatnot. And normally his videos are pristine.
Yeah.
His head was gone. It wasn't pristine anymore. It was
I definitely would like to have been in the atmosphere of them
Yeah,
in New York, like
yeah.
in just soaking
Yeah.
up that atmosphere.
Spider-Man basically made an appearance. I know.
What,
I know. You're
real
looking at me like, what?
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
100%.
What do you mean? Who?
It
Which
has
one?
to be the real
No, I mean,
Spider-Man.
like, which...
Come on.
which, yeah.
I don't even know how to think like. Do you
There's
mean
been so
Tom
many variations,
Holland?
yeah.
Do you mean him?
We don't know.
In character?
We don't know.
Okay.
Oh no, it was just some man in New York. Some
Hey,
Is this...
hey, the technique.
There's 10 of them.
The technique was techniquing,
Oh,
so we
it was-
don't know. It
Okay.
could have been
someone
Tom.
from the Bronx.
It's a rando.
Yes.
But there were celebrations. Taxis got mashed up.
Yeah, school buses
yeah.
got mashed up.
Oh my. But it was wonderful, wonderful scenes. But I actually watched the game.
Did you?
Yeah, Yusuf came over on his birthday. I didn't know it was his birthday until it was told by somebody that was
You don't know
there.
anybody's birthday.
Let's make this about the people we're talking about right now. Yeah? Not always about you. Yeah? Not always about you. And the match started like 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh.
It finished around 5.
Wow.
So when he left, there were other people there. When he left now, like the birds were chirping and all sorts.
Really?
Yes.
And you allowed this?
I was there. I was watching it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but okay.
So you saw your...
I saw the game.
And you saw his birthday in with him. Was his birthday that day or the morning?
Following.
I
The
think
morning.
it was the morning.
You think?
I think because they said happy birthday, Yusuf. I was like, oh, it's your birthday. He was crying.
No, he wasn't. Was he
Nicks,
crying?
He was running up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's
man.
emotional. Does he get emotional?
Everybody does.
Oh, okay, I guess. But like over sports and stuff.
But I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Do you be crying over sports as well?
Me?
Yeah.
I cry over everything.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it you cry?
That's because I wait till you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happens to our dynamic if it is you see me like that. You might be forced to give me comfort. I don't know if it is.
Oh, okay. That's a massive
Why have you made me feel uncomfortable? Put me in this position.
now.
Woo, but
fair.
congratulations, Knicks. It was
Yeah.
amazing. I think it was what,
53
years.
years? Yeah.
Yep.
A
Insane.
long time. Don't
That's
worry.
insane. Like
They-
some people lived and died, you know?
They've been in the pits. They've been in the pits. Worse than
Yeah.
Arsenal. They was in the pits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Worse
yeah.
than Arsenal.
You can't say stuff like that anymore because
Well-
she's now taken up the position
No, but
of
I'm saying they were like Arsenal,
last
but worse.
one in yesterday.
It was 53 years compared to 22 or 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
a whole
they were worse.
30
Yeah. Now it's
whole
13.
person.
Now it's 13.
Okay.
Terrible stuff.
Okay.
Absolutely terrible stuff. But we are the champions, and also the Knicks are the champions.
Lovely job.
Champions speak to champions
Of the
in
world.
champion language. You would understand what I just said, but Babiel does. Come on.
No.
Click, 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 click.
No, don't understand it at all.
Ed, were Knicks really the Tottenham of the NBA? I thought that they were the Arsenal of the NBA. How people kept on telling me that they were one of the legacy teams, like proper history and whatnot. But you're saying Tottenham? That means like the Knicks were obscurity? Talk to me. And obviously, Babiel, you can corroborate that or not. I don't know. But anyway, congratulations. What else happened? Race riots and that? I was doing
Yes.
like a number in Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that was.
Sad.
But I feel like the one prior where who the white man that was in Novak, isn't it? That got
Yeah.
stabbed by the Punjabi.
Henry?
Oh, yeah.
Henry, yeah. I feel like as soon as that happened, I said, yeah, we're gonna. It's
Something's coming.
is this gonna get worse? I feel like something. It was just gonna. That was like the match kind. What? I don't know if I want to say that, but something was lingering. Basically, I feel like we're gonna have something else. So when it was Belfast, isn't it? Happened in Belfast, I was like, I'm not surprised. And obviously the way they reacted, burning people at their houses, it's just mad. Children, it's just.
But I do like the fact that they're calling it it what it is. Like, do you know what I mean? Like all what I've seen anyway, like the Irish politicians, they're speaking about it in correct terms. Like, is racism, that this is not an immigration issue.
Yeah, but when
this
they
is not
addressed
thingy
it
and stuff.
in the I guess their parliament or something, when I watched the clip, and the guy was speaking, I don't know what his name was, but he was speaking and he was just like, I'm disappointed that the people that should be here are not here. So it's like the rest of the politicians that actually they should have been dealing with it didn't even show up.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought it was bare. Like there was minimal people there.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, that's disgusting. So basically, the media basically was saying that those people that didn't turn up, they were basically co-signing it basically because they didn't feel
they need to speak on
they
it.
need to speak on it
Or condemn it.
Yeah, because they basically are on that side.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
So what's been happening with Jay-Z?
Yes. He obviously, I think, because Reasonable Doubt is anniversary or something.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. I don't follow Jay-Z. Reasonable Doubt something, but he's done a deal with Target to exclusively sell Reasonable Doubt in there or something. Like, because it's anniversary, and obviously because there's been an active boycott of Target.
Yeah.
Especially by the black Americans. They're like, why the hell would you go and do a deal in Target when we're still at the height of the boycott? Like, still not messing with them, basically. And then you chose to go and do a deal with them, and people are basically saying he's been a sellout because he believes that people are saying that he did that because they know it's a good deal. Target know that Jay-Z is obviously popular with the blacks, and that will bring them back. So people was like, why would you do that?
Crazy.
So, so they're saying he's basically pulling the same stunt he did with the whole Colin Kaepernick stuff. Like, it's bringing up the same murmurings of he's really sold out because he's got to that level. He don't really care. He's not for the people then. Because those mumblings have been about especially since the whole Kaepernick thing.
Yeah.
It's like things keep on, the murmurings keep on coming back to that. Like, yeah. So,
Okay.
that was disappointing.
Well,
If you're a Jay-Z fan, obviously I don't care, but yeah. Shall I?
Yeah.
would you be boycotting Target if it is that you were in the States?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not. I wouldn't go there just because he's put his thing in there. No, I'm not. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're not
do
interested in music like that, anyway.
Say again?
You're not interested in his music. If it was Korean pop, maybe.
Huh?
You don't like Korean pop?
No.
Okay, I thought you were one of them.
Why?
I don't know.
I feel like you're shading me somehow.
Not
Like,
at all.
seriously.
Not at all.
One of them, you know.
What does that even
That's
mean?
all. One of those wonderful black women who open up their minds and stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just type.
Yeah, there was a Korean something, K-pop something happened in the O2. Actually, it was on the day of my son's birthday, actually. So we took him there. And then we didn't know something was going on, obviously.
Yeah.
We took him there to go bowling. And then it was thingy. And I was like, what's going on there? Going on. And also I looked it up. And then I saw all these, like...
Were they cosplaying and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like... The dressing is very... It's questionable to me. Yeah, they like to... It's giving... I don't know what they call it. I don't know what the style is. I'm sure it's called something. But to me, it's giving, like, schoolgirl vibes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might be cosplaying.
Yeah, there was all in the... I know the K-pop world, they dress a certain way.
Yeah.
But I find it weird, personally. Especially young girls dressing like that. I just feel like it's very suggestive. But
Wait, so the boycott has ended?
who said that?
He ended the boycott,
Ed.
by the way.
Who said they probably get... Who? By whom?
Let me just Google this, because
I never heard of that.
I'm getting all this information. I have to check it. I've just Googled jizz. So the etymology of jizz is something to do with bird watching. Yeah.
What's the reference? Like, what's the context of that?
Jizz? Because you told me that it was some nasty stuff.
How did you spell it?
JIZZ.
No. Is that how it's
That's
spelled?
how
Okay.
How do you spell it, Christy?
No, I didn't know that's how it's spelled. I thought it was. I don't know what I thought actually. I don't know. I've never tried to spell it before actually, so I don't even know.
Well, it has to do with birds and that. Obviously, the black dictionary is now saying something different.
What's the Black Dictionary saying?
Something about ejaculation.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why are we not supposed to be following the proper English as opposed
Okay,
to...
I
but it's
mean,
about
but
birds.
it's like-
So you, irrespectively, you still got it wrong because it wasn't what you was referencing anyway.
That's a fair point.
Apparently, our US correspondent says they have not ended the boycott.
I don't think so.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so. I was like, no.
Apparently, Easy Bambino said Ed Source's Rock Nation.
Yeah, I was like, that's why people are like coming out to kind of shade Jay-Z. Like, what are you doing? Because it ain't over. We ain't said it's over.
The bridge is over. The bridge is over. The bridge is over.
Anyway,
that
she lot's goated.
Reference went over your head.
She lot's king.
I wouldn't say king.
I feel like
I wouldn't say king.
no one don't want to say nothing against him, which is fine. I find it weird. Is it because he's married to Beyonce, or is it because he's Jay-Z, or is it both? I just find it them is like if you say anything against them, it's like, like how dare you?
I feel like I'm in.
Like
I'm
no
in a
one don't want to
space of,
say.
like, I don't know, man. Like I like his music in it. I've liked his music for most of my life. So I'm trying to separate the music from the actions. In this case,
Interesting.
for me personally, in my biased state,
No, well, you've been consistent, to be honest.
my biasness.
So Maggie says Pastor Jamal Bryant said the fast is over while filming in Target. But the original organizer said it's very much active. Ooh, so you're saying then Pastor Jamal Bryant got a little package under the table,
Maybe,
like Jay-Z.
maybe. But
This
did you
is
see,
what is reported. I can't say alleged anymore. It's not going to basically hold up in court.
What do you
You
mean?
have to say it's reported that da 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 da.
Oh,
You have to
really?
put it on somebody else. You can't say alleged. You're not.
You have to cite your source.
Well, you can't say alleged, but yeah,
Okay.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading from here. These said
Yeah.
da. Hey,
Real.
don't kill the messenger.
What? Well, how's when? What? How? Why?
Somebody said something,
Yeah.
and somebody rebutted. Hey, you're still gonna get in trouble. I was like, oh, really?
Okay.
Let me just go and Google this. Someone to Google it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, is it?
You can still get prosecuted, sued and that,
Damn.
libelous and that. So if it is that you threw it on somebody else and then report from there, you're good.
So you can't even say like the social media streets are saying.
No.
You have to
So
have specific.
in this case, Ed said.
Trace it back to Ed.
Ed has alleged. Thank you very much, Stacey. All right then. So what we saying? Are we for Target or we against Target?
Against
I mean,
Target, no?
it's not the right question. It's Jay-Z or are we getting Jay-Z? What we saying, Stacey?
God.
What we saying? What we saying? Are we listening to his anniversary album? What we doing? What
Yeah,
are
like
we
what
doing?
I would like to know what how he arrived at the deal. Like what led him there.
Money.
Yeah, because I don't know what the intricacies of like that. Obviously, like,
What
did
that
they
deal
pay
was,
him?
yeah.
Did he approach them, or did like? You
He
know what I'm
probably
saying?
approached him. To
Because
be fair.
that's what I want to know. Like, if he approached them, knowing there's a Target boycott, I think that's mad as hell to me. But again, the rare air he's breathing up there. Why would he care?
So, a coalition of activist organizers that launched the Target boycott following the rollback of its diversity, equity, and inclusion program last January called off the Target fast after new CEO Michael Fidelki renewed Target's commitment to black-owned businesses, supplier diversity, and historically black colleges and university during a National Press Club news conference on Wednesday. So the new guy that came in, he said, hey, we're not going to be doing the nonsense that the previous CEO did. We
Right.
are back, baby. Blacks are back. And that's probably why is it the coalition of black interested parties came out and said, all right,
The boycott's over.
boycott's over. So I wonder who's still grinding down. Stacey, let us know, yeah? Because it's leaning towards Ed right. You get me? Show
Then
me.
Stacey says, I was confused by the deal. I don't know what it's for, but regardless, Target as a partner seems bizarre as a mutually agreed deal when Jay-Z can have the pick of the litter. I agree. Like, why would you go with that verse?
Because that's it. If they've gone to him, they want to change their reputation, isn't
Thank you very much. They said maybe y'all didn't get the notice, the memo, right? Now y'all get the memo because apparently Jay-Z is the ambassador for black.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. So
Yep.
to me, that even makes it more messy to me. Like, if we get the cosign from Jay-Z, then all is forgotten. And that's to me, it's very messy.
It is messy. It is. I can't disagree with you. I agree. It is messy. It is. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll keep our nose to the streets.
Yeah.
So what else happened whilst we were gone?
I started a podcast.
Come on.
Did.
What's it called? Where can I find it?
It's called The Check-In, and it's mainly on my YouTube page, which is Shade Salami Official, where everything is. And yeah, episode 1 is out. I've been recording, thanks to the lovely Brent, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be able to do it, you know?
Ah, stop
Got
it.
Brent.
So yeah, because I've
I
had this
did
idea.
nothing.
What do you mean?
I did absolutely nothing.
You provided the space, the tools, the...
She's been
know
banging
what
it
I mean?
out, man. You guys better go and watch that.
Oh,
Yeah.
honestly.
She put everything in there. She gets some crazy good guests as well.
Yes.
And it's not even finished yet. She's gonna get
Love
some
that.
more crazy good guests.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So first episode's out. Got Dr. Deborah on there. We
Come
talk
on.
about women's health, like things like endometriosis. Talk a little bit about Botox and stuff as well. It's a really good conversation. She is basically, what's the word? She studied in Bulgaria, which is very unusual. But she just talks
No, a
about
lot of
that.
Nigerians study there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
especially
cool.
for medicine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I didn't know that at all. So yeah, she done that, and yeah, it's just a really, really good conversation. So yeah, the first of many.
Come on.
Yes, I agree with Stacey. Solo podcasting is such a skill.
Yeah,
It is.
It is. To be fair, mine's interview based, so I'm not like solo. To be fair, so it's a bit different. I think if it's just you one, like Sunflower, like Kalechi, that, do you know what I mean? I think that is very, very hard. I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Shout out to our very own my own royalty Esther,
Yes.
the Queen. Also has her pods
Yeah.
come out.
Come on. What's it
go
called? Where can you find it?
On all platforms, isn't it? YouTube, Spotify.
Refreshing your own canvas or
Yes.
something along those.
Rewriting.
Rewriting, that's
Come
it.
on.
Yeah, your own canvas.
Come on.
And
Come
stuff.
on.
But yeah.
Make sure and run the numbers up.
Yeah.
Make sure and
Yeah.
leave all the positive comments, even if it is that you don't feel positive, you negative Nancy. Come on. Sometimes you got to support.
Just support
Just 'cause
anyway.
they're black,
Do
man.
you know
Come
what I
on.
mean? Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We got
yeah.
TLC also banging out the episodes.
Come
Yeah.
The
on.
latest episode had Dr. Rod on it.
Come on. Did you manage to catch it? It was a fantastic conversation.
I've caught
haven't
bits and
caught it.
pieces. I've got so much to catch up on. I've been tapped out of things, you know.
Really?
I have not had the capacity
Yeah, to be fair,
to watch stuff.
I can't
I've
even.
not had the capacity.
Yeah,
So
but I'm going to try.
yeah, a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Well, we're live this evening with the listeners' coach.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it's Friday.
Yep. It's Friday.
Come on.
Oh, shit. You know what, Maggie? Totally forgot. I do a
What
solo
kind of
podcast.
morning
I
language is
actually
that?
do.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you do, the debrief. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That is crazy.
But I guess because I'm talking about other people. I guess it is, to be fair. Let me not
Yeah.
take that away. Thank you, Maggie.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Very, very, very true.
People said I should have done that, but I don't know that I have the skill to do that personally.
Hmm?
I don't have the skill to do.
What do you mean?
Like talk to.
It's just practice, you know.
I feel weird.
But it's just like, you know what, when I'm talking about Love Island, I find very easy because I would do that anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like I find it really easy in that sense. But if I was talking about my life or something, I'd find that really hard. I think because I've tried. I've actually tried.
Yeah.
I've got drafts and it's bad. It's bad. But yeah, you just got to practice though, I guess. Do you know what I mean?
What does this mean?
Hmm?
What does this comment mean?
Can we get written approval in future before these escapades? What do you mean?
Oh, Emmanuel and Dia.
Is that what you mean?
Probably, I don't know.
Are we not good enough for you?
Can we get written
is that
approval for-
Josh?
Yes.
Is
Before
that
these-
Joshua? Are we not good? Are we not good enough for you? What do you mean? Explain
I think
yourself.
and he's saying basically like the break, no?
Oh, taking a break. We
Yeah.
can't take a break.
I think that's what he means.
What are you saying?
Written approval.
What are you saying, Joshua? Please.
That's crazy calling him Joshua. You know.
Joshua.
Before you take breaks. I thought it was
Yeah, this
noticed.
probably take break. I thought so.
Yeah. That's where you complete. Wait, did you used to have a podcast?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, but it wasn't solo.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It was with my girls.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely could, man. Seriously. Big up Maggie, man.
Thank you, Maggie. Love you.
Honestly.
The listeners' couch is who on that show? We have 3 clinical psychologists, all doctors, proper doctors.
Doctors licensed.
Yes.
Credentials.
Yes.
I will keep on
Actual
saying that.
professionals.
Actual
yeah.
Actual
Yes.
professionals.
Working
Actual
professionals.
factual.
Working professionals.
Actual.
In the
Yeah.
field.
In the actual field.
In the
Yes.
field.
Practitioners,
Yes.
if you will.
Yes.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Who've got their you can cite their sources of their doctorates. You know what I'm saying? The actual doctor you can
Have physical proof.
yes.
Shit. And it's Dr. Amani, Dr. Cheryl, and Dr. Shadiq. So we are live every single Friday evening. You can tune in. You should be subscribed to the channel. You press the bell and get notifications and that. And obviously, when it is that they go live, you can participate in the chat, and you could also call in via Discord. Come on. Anywho, it's gonna be a good one this evening. What else have been going on in the street?
Oh yeah, Temmie's event.
Oh, yeah.
That looked a vibe.
Oh, the talk of the party.
Mm-hmm.
The clips. I was like, right,
I
this
keep
is
telling you, that's not I tried to tell him, but
I don't know what that is.
can I do movement?
I don't know what that is. You're doing right now.
What's the typical party song that I should go with? Teach me something new after you've taught me jizz. Teach me something else.
Anything King Sunny a day, I would say.
Yeah, give me something familiar that you definitely hear in a party,
In a party.
in a hall party.
In a hall party.
Because that's what it
Oh,
was. That's exactly what it was.
Shino Peters, you would definitely hold it.
Shino Peters. Give me start off with the jingle. I probably know this.
Can't-
Just sing if. What's that? If it's okay. Does that say if?
I don't know.
Yeah. What is if?
Yeah?
What's if? What song is if? What kind of a song title is if?
Davido, isn't it?
Oh, if I tell you, say I love you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a typical how. Yeah, that is. That is. Yeah.
20 billion for the account, yo. All right.
Yes.
Come on. All right. So Klein says Premier Gua. Brent Dub. Come on. Is that who it is? Is he Congolese?
Who?
It sounds Congolese.
Yeah, that is Congolese.
Come on.
They're Congolese, aren't
They
they?
do some good
I
music, you
didn't think they
know.
were Congolese.
Are they not?
I thought they were Angolan, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought they were Congolese.
Maybe they are Congolese. I don't know. But I knew it wasn't like typical West African. Do you know what I mean?
How does this one go? Many, many people.
Many, many, many people. Many, many, many.
Okay. Many, many, many people. Many, many,
And then
many people.
Adekuna Gold did her remake of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, Ivorian.
Okay.
Oh, was it Ivory Coast?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'll have some good tunes, you know.
Now the hall parties, man. We've stopped that, you know. We don't do that. We don't.
Well, we had one in the lounge. The other
Yeah.
day.
You know that looked like even you lot had
A band.
live band.
Yes. Well, we didn't. Temi was responsible for all of that. Yeah. She brought the band through. Now the band want to partner with Team Being the Lunch, do some joints. So you're gonna be seeing more of the band very soon.
As in perform.
Yes.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I would love.
Want to
love
do
that.
their own
I love a
stuff
live
and
band,
whatnot, and they want to
Yeah.
get
Oh, a live band. You don't have a
live
live
thing
band
going.
at your occasion. What actually you really doing?
Serious?
Yeah, no, what you doing? No, I'm sorry. If you're Nigerian, I'm saying. I didn't specifically Yoruba. What are you doing?
I do remember that though.
Nah, those were the.
It was a vibe. But it does remind you, I don't know, back in the day. Reminds me back in the day.
I would like to do a whole party.
Would you?
Yeah, I was like, and
Yeah.
for my upcoming birthday, if I was in the mood,
Mm-hmm.
I would have. That would have been a whole party. Everyone come
Yeah.
in the native wear,
Amazing.
strictly native.
Yeah.
There'll be a live band
No native, no entry.
and bring your dollars.
Yeah.
I need to be sprayed.
I love it.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said the car with license plate TNB 26 parked in the driveway. Please move it. And I thought that was a call to a whole party, innit?
Yeah, that is a call to the whole party. Because they'll come on the mic. come on, remove your car.
I couldn't do that though. I wanted
Oh,
to.
mate, good times, man.
I definitely
We've lost that art, man. It's not really doing it too tough anymore, man.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It did look, the setup looked good to me. It's really
I feel like that, the back in my mum's parents 40, that was full parties. Us 40 years now, we're going to flip in the club.
Go to
Going to Eden.
R&B thingy.
Yeah, we're going to R&B we're not
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. Anytime
actually
it
interesting.
comes out is if you're doing a wedding,
Yeah.
your traditional wedding, then that's the only time you get that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I swear there was an organisation that were doing these young people that were doing.
they tried to bring it back.
Yeah.
They did. They tried to run it back.
Like as an event.
Yeah,
kind
it's a
of
thing.
That's
yeah,
really
they
cool.
Did. No, it was.
I would actually love to do that.
And then you come with your Ashobi.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That is
You know,
run it.
honestly,
Yeah.
that could be a vibe.
£100 for the gilly.
I wonder if I'm gonna
And
talk
then you
to
get the
girls.
dollar man coming.
Yeah.
You don't know how he ended up there.
Yeah.
Because how the hell did you know that I was doing a party? They literally find themselves there.
They do. So someone's got to
The
get it.
photography man
Yeah.
and the dollar man
Mhm.
with his makeshift photography, and the quality is poor. What,
It's the ones that have the set.
Yes.
And you guys.
Yeah, they set it all up. The
Hilarious.
dead printer.
Yeah.
But you still end up buying it.
And then all the plastic containers
Yeah.
and key rings and
And then you
stuff.
get the gate crashers
Yeah.
that weren't invited, but they'll find themselves there. You'll be eating.
That's a good idea.
No, it is. It is.
That's a good idea.
Any other news? What's happening in the celebrity world?
God, I can't lie. My life is consumed by Love Island right now. USA and UK.
Yeah, well, how's that going?
Which one?
Well, UK.
UK.
Yeah, how's that?
It's going. It's
Like,
slowly.
my sister watches it.
Yeah.
I don't take part in the festivities.
Okay.
You guys talked about it when I wasn't here, but I have to run it back. Why do black women insist on going on Love Island, please? In the UK specifically.
I mean, what do you mean?
Like, why do you I feel like there's a repeated trope and behaviour
Yeah.
that gets displayed where they don't get picked
Mhm.
and they've got to settle for nonsense. The racial dynamics, the white guys don't like them. They don't. White guys don't like. That's not their preference.
Mhm.
And then, but they put in the black woman, or they cast a black woman. Sorry, and then they cast a token black guy who also is. That's not their preference, and it's just rinse and repeat. And I feel like there's always the same narrative, and I'm just like, what are we doing here? Why? Why would you want to be when you know already for years now, the casting has been that way. Why would you volunteer to go to do that?
I
Because
guess
it's
they
always a
probably,
struggle
they
after
probably
five.
think it's going to be different for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think like I'm not really against anyone that just wants to try and make it to be a celebrity or famous and stuff like that. And that's like a viable route, especially if you're like kind of want to be like influencer famous, almost that kind of thing. I think it's a viable route that way. So I don't really have an issue with that. Like, I think it's more down to like the producers and the casting, all that kind of stuff, like getting people with, you know, who are more open-minded in a sense, you know? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't really have an issue.
Because I find that anytime the black guy comes on there, his type is always white. So
Well, I mean,
why
we have a bit of a dynamic this time in UK because we had a character, so like Angelique Starr, so she's the black girl,
yeah,
on the OG lineup, she's there, and she was coupled up with a guy called OP, who calls himself, that's how he pronounces his name. There was a big debate about him pronouncing his way. Yeah, exactly. But he was like fostered from like,
you know, I hear
old,
it.
all that kind of stuff. So he pronounces it how his foster mum pronounces it, or his adopted mum.
I saw people getting at him for that, and
Yeah.
I personally don't feel like they need to get at him for that, because at the end of the day, if you were adopted by white parents at 3 months old, and that's how they told you your name was, why would it be any different?
Yeah, but I feel like it's almost like, me personally, because I call myself Sade. That's not how I say my name. My name is Sade. Actually, Fola Sade, in fact. Do you know what I mean?
I love that name, by the way.
It's a beautiful name, but I changed it for a reason. But like, I don't have to necessarily like explain that to people. And I think maybe because it's a famous singer with the same pronunciation, it's not so much of a deep thing. It doesn't seem. But like, I think, so people were just basically, they were saying that OP is not black. That was the underlying sentiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in his VT, he said that that his ideal woman would be a blonde Scottish woman, and he said his his celebrity crush is Sabrina Carpenter. However, in the show, he does couple up with Angelique Starr, but it was almost like they looked at each other, kind of. I think they looked at each other and they were just like, let's not embarrass ourselves, let's just get together, because no one was saying that they liked him, no one was saying that they liked her. Do you know what I mean? But then another guy came in, Simba came in, who's Zim, and he basically took Angelique Starr from OP. Like, he basically took her and kind of was like a knight in shining armor. However, now
But that's not his preference.
he's moved on to another girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is like I think she's mixed race.
Yeah.
Girl. But we don't know. We don't really know what's gonna happen at the moment. But there are like more black women in there at the moment, and there's more people of color in there at the moment. Do you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I feel like you're going to have that in the UK anyway. Does it frustrate me? Yes. Do I want them to do better? Yes. Absolutely.
I don't believe they're going to, though.
They don't really have an incentive to.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's a if you watch it, you're going to have to deal with that.
And that's why I'm just like, I don't know why you want to subject yourself to that, because it's always, the narrative then becomes like, oh, the black woman is not being picked, and then that gets thrown out there and it gets reinforced, and I'm sorry, I hate that for us.
Yeah, that ideology.
It seems very like self-deprecating and very like beggy, and I'm just like, we need to stop doing that. I'm sorry. Like, I don't need to, no offense, but I don't need to see, I don't need to go on Love Island and that be the representation, just because so if I see a black woman there and I'm like, oh my God, like, we need to, I don't need to see that. But I just feel like you're reinforcing this narrative that black women don't get picked, and that I find problematic.
Yeah, no, of course, that's absolutely problematic. I mean, I like reality and I like that show in particular, but I will always I'm there to support the black contestants on the show. Do you know what I mean? That's what I like to do. But I think in terms of why they do it, because once they come out, even if things don't go well, you can still build a following, you can still build support. Do you know what I mean? Anyway. So it's yes, you might have a really, terrible experience kind of thing, but you can still build something out of it. So it's not like a lose-lose situation. You might go through something really difficult, but you can still win. So in a way, to be fair. So I feel like that's probably the motivation. Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of them think like, yeah, I can handle it. I don't know if that's necessarily true once they come out of it, because the amount of hate, the amount of racism, all that kind of stuff that they have to deal with, and how actually it follows them through their careers as well. Do you know what I mean? So therefore, anytime they do something remotely out of the mold that they've been put into, they get a lot of backlash. But they can still build careers. They can. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. Like, black people are still gonna go on the show.
Yeah, I know. I think it is, but at the same time, it gets to the point where the narrative online is tiring now. It's like it's a broken record now. Not in a rude way, but it's kind of like, you're gonna watch it anyway, so why are you complaining?
Who, the audience?
The zeitgeist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they can complain though.
Yeah, but you know what it is, and you're still returning. So what's the point of the complaint?
But I mean, like, you just don't
especially
know.
if the complaint ain't changing anything.
You just don't know where that complaint is going to go, and what sometimes, like, the pressure on, sometimes it happens few and far between, but sometimes it does help, and people need an outlet as well. So yeah.
You're following the bacchanal happening in South Africa?
Yes, also following that. Obviously, because they're in the World Cup, there's been a lot of hate watching. So anytime they play against anybody, they're rooting for the other team. That they've had issues with that. They've been ejecting people from their businesses and closing their businesses. I've been in many videos where even people who, where they're saying, oh no, it's for the people who have no documents, get out. And there's people that are producing their documents and they're still telling them, no, we want you out. You shouldn't be running that business. A South African should be running that business. And then there was a Nigerian guy, and he was like, I've got documents, like, I'm thingy. And they was like, no, we don't care about that. You're a South African should own that business. And then he was like, but I employ South Africans. Like, if you're telling me to shut down the shop, they will also be out of work.
Yeah.
They was like, the logic is insane. They was like, they don't care. A South African should be running it. There was even a clip I saw where they had successfully run out a business. It was a hairdressing business.
Oh, really?
They've successfully run the person out. Can you imagine guess who the race of the landlord is?
Not black, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was Asian. The landlord of the store, of the storefront, was an Asian. Mad. You've now run out the business owner. It's now vacant. The landlord comes to open it up, and these South African women are screaming down the place, jubilating, celebrating. We've got the shop, or in their language. Obviously, I'm deducing what from their language, but they was very happy.
Right. And
you see the Asian come in. I'm thinking, do you know how insane that looks? And I'm just like, what are we doing here? And I'm just like, and people, and I can't lie, people are playing it down, like to say it's not a thing. It's a thing. People need to stop doing that. It actually is a thing. That is pissing me off. But you're now ejecting people from their business, and it's not like they're not employing people. Yeah. They're employing. It's not like they've come in and employed themselves. Like they're employing the people who live around there, which are South African. South Africans. So why are you having an issue with that? I could understand is when the Asians do it, when they put up businesses and they'll never employ you, but they'll employ themselves, but they'll put it in your area though, and they won't feel no way about it. You won't have an issue with. But those people are actually employing your people.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know what's being done to counteract this or manage it. Is the government kind of like acknowledging this is happening?
I think they've slowly started to come out, and even to the point where I think one of the, I don't know what she was some type of spokesperson, and she said that it's actually, can you imagine, it's affecting South African music artists because now their gigs outside of South Africa are getting cancelled. And so now they're saying it's now affecting them. But is that now why you're piping up? Because the South African artists, no offense, they've been very quiet. They've been mute. But now you're feeling the backlash, and people are now responding back to you and saying, okay, is this the energy you want to keep? We'll cancel your gigs. You don't come and get. You want to come and get money here in another country, in another African country, where you usually would get gigs, and now you're getting cancelled. Now is the problem.
Yeah.
So they was like, oh, we need to like manage it and stuff like that.
Do we know who's funding it? Does anyone know who's funding it? Because these groups going out and doing this, they have to get funding from somewhere. Because my assumption is I'm sure far right groups or something.
Yeah, I'm sure they're getting it. It's getting pumped somehow, some way. That stupid Jacinta woman. She's every time I see her on the pisses me off. Just like she was just like 1 minute. She must have said because everyone was like, we helped you. Like other countries, African countries helped you in apartheid, and she came out and said, no, you didn't. And people were like, are you insane?
No, bro.
And then she went on to say, there was a clip of her saying, you African countries keep saying you helped us, you never helped us. Then there was another clip of her saying, oh, now you lot should leave because you come and say that you helped us. So why should, you're throwing it back in our faces back? I said, so which is it?
Yeah.
Is it Uchiwali or one mic? You were saying the African countries didn't help you. Now you're saying, the help. Oh, we don't want it now because you keep on throwing the help back in our faces. Are you okay?
I just think this is just going to really backfire. It's not going to backfire. It's just going to backfire. Because this is too... And I think it's such a shame, actually, because I think, here in the UK, especially, South African culture has taken a spotlight, really and truly, in the last couple of years, right? Through, music, food, whatever kind of thing. And it's definitely... Yeah, it's definitely souring things for sure. And it's just you can't really. We're kind of built especially we're built on unity here, really and truly. You know, I know people say we don't have it, but we consume each other's culture. Yeah. That's what we do. You know, so it's just, I don't know, man. It's just gonna backfire.
It's very.
You need
mad.
us.
I mean, videos and things.
We need everybody. Everybody needs everybody.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So Africa is. We have no friends, like I said, so we actually do need to stick together.
Yeah.
So all this to me is nonsense. Because I even saw a video, the police, because they're also in on it. They're not doing a damn thing. The police, there was a female police officer, a male police officer, and they took money from. He was not South African native. They deduced that he wasn't. They took money off him. So. He now went to go and report to his boss, and his boss is a white South African. So now the white South African boss was like, what are you doing? Mate, if you see the way he badded up the police.
Really?
And they couldn't say,
back the money.
She gave back the money. She tried to deny it, but she gave back the money. And he was hot. When I tell you, the way he was speaking to them so recklessly. I'm thinking, look at you, these times you had all this, he was speaking to them like they weren't even police. And they was even trying to plead with him. Can you imagine? You're the police and you're trying to plead with just a civilian. They was actually trying to plead.
That's a mad thing.
I said, from time, the white South Africans come in, and that's how your energy you got. And they gave it up quickly. They gave back the money quickly. I was thinking, these people are finished people to me. They're finished people to me. Sorry. Don't care.
I mean, I hope it's not that. I really do. And I hope it's these things can be quelled, but there's just more and more coming out every day, isn't it? I wonder what whether this is affecting black Americans, because there is quite a decent amount of population of black Americans that have settled in South Africa.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder if it's affecting them.
I haven't really heard anything of.
And then also, what country's next as well? Do you know what I mean? Because I hear there's some xenophobia rumblings in Ghana as well, but I don't know. It's interesting.
I definitely feel like it's definitely all connected. All of this stuff is definitely all connected, because it's just becoming louder and louder. And I don't know. It definitely powers that be are lapping it up.
Yeah,
I feel like they want all this. This
is
all,
what they want. This is
all by
this
design.
is their dream.
Yeah, this is all by design. And it's just, and we keep on falling for the BS. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna participate in our own liberation. I don't know.
You don't know me. Is that your contribution?
All right, so there was one more thing that we were supposed to be talking about that happened.
Yeah, what else happened?
I haven't even been freaking
What else happened?
on the news like that.
Iran's basically won the war.
Well, they got some money in it.
Yeah.
They got some money. What was it? Was it 300 billion or 400 billion?
It's been
like that
in the agreement.
Yeah.
So they basically came out on top.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Trump chatting recklessly. Look what happened. And
oh my God, the thingy, the show that they had at the White House.
Yes.
And that man calling Michelle Obama
a man.
A man. Wild. Absolutely wild. Hello. Hi. Hi, Trish.
Hi, is Emmanuel here, Brent?
Brent is right there.
Oh, hi, Brent.
How are you?
Emmanuel, you can sit right here.
Can I just...
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, I'm so sorry, guys, I'm late.
Right.
The Victoria line was a little bit delayed and my mum was babysitting.
That's
Oh,
all
no
good.
worries. That's all good.
Oh, good.
Doesn't know what you meant.
Yeah, I remember that. Serena Williams' husband was there.
Why was he there?
Yeah. He explained that he owns, I think, whatever that sport is, like some teams or whatever. Like, I can't remember, but he's
UFC?
tweeted something.
MMA.
Yeah, he owns like 3 of them or something like
That's not a
that.
team,
And
though.
he said, I'm using my phrasing. I'm not saying what he said exactly, but maybe you can find it. But he did tweet, and he said that by the time that was said, he was already home. But he said he had a business interest. That's why he was there. That was the
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's very interesting. It's funny how business trumps everything.
I mean,
You're married to a black woman, but business trumps anything, so it doesn't matter. Because you know the base in which you're going at, because that was a whole right wing, that was a whole thing. Because the same way they will call Michelle Obama a man, they'll call your wife a man in this hot second.
They do.
In a hot second.
They do.
So to me, it's just like, it's very questionable. Anyway, you lot love your white kings, innit? So
Who's you lot?
there's certain aspects of black women that love their white kings. when it's interracial, that end, it seems to be championed, isn't it?
They don't mind.
They don't mind it.
I
They will
think
they will gloss over these things.
I'm sure he said something, but I can't remember.
Yeah, well,
I can't remember.
good for you lot, boy.
All right, let's dive into the headlines.
Oh, okay. Did you not find the tweet
What was the tweet? What was supposed to do?
for what's his name?
Serena Williams.
Yeah.
What did she type?
If it's long, don't worry.
No, it's okay. But tell me what to type. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking.
Alex Ohanian, is that his name?
Yeah.
Alex Ohanian, I don't know.
Response to
Okay, Alex.
to being at the White House.
Response.
What would you even call that show?
Yeah.
MMA?
It's UFC, you know?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it UFC?
I swear he used
Or
to
MMA,
spend
I don't know
so
which one
much
it is.
money. Like it was so expensive, and people were like, we ain't got it. Why are you spending this? We ain't got it.
And the fact that it was all set up in the White House, that's mad to me, you know?
It's crazy. Crazy scene. They're like, we run this now. That's what they're saying.
And then they were showing them clips of the way they was all posing, and people were like, listen, in this historic place, and they're just posing like it's mad. Basically, they were saying it was they're running it back like January 7th.
January 6th, yeah.
And I was just like, see, if like obviously Obama was in and all the blacks were doing something and posing that,
they were annoyed. Not posed like that, but when they.
But they weren't posing like
Yeah,
they weren't.
yeah.
They wasn't doing all of this.
Could you imagine being thrown up?
They'll be like, what are we doing?
All right, so I found the tweets.
Okay. What does it say?
A lot of people asking me to comment. Yes, that fighter's slur about former First Lady Michelle Obama was violent, inappropriate. I attended the UFC event via invitation from TKO/IMG leadership. I own 5 pro sports teams and a league. Yeah, raw. You just threw that in there. I was already on my way home when those comments were made and was glad to see Dana condemn them. For context, I resigned in protest from Reddit, the company I co-founded and built for over a decade, specifically to push it to curb communities for hate and violence on the site.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Yeah.
And when the guy said Michelle Obama's a man, Joe Rogan was holding a mic for him and just laughing.
Yeah.
People still think Joe Rogan's not racist because I feel like people make excuses for him.
Who makes excuses?
I
do they?
really do feel like people make
Serious?
excuses for that guy.
Was Trump there?
Yeah.
Was he laughing?
Yeah. Oh no, at that part, I don't know.
Because he had a problem with Candace Owens calling the French.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He did. Well, he don't like the Obamas. He hates.
Yeah, you don't like the blacks.
He don't. He's allegedly, or where? What's your
No
source?
alleged. He doesn't like the blacks. Come for me. Come for me. Ed said it.
Ed- oh God.
Come on. Look at what Joshua said.
What did he say? Not gonna lie, that was funny. What was funny?
What was funny?
What was funny exactly, please, Josh?
Sorry, you need to
Joshua?
elaborate.
Babe, man, she's laughing at the fact she's changed your name from Josh to Joshua. She's not laughing at what you said.
No, yes. Thank you
Yes.
for the clarification.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and Life of Budge said Trump didn't laugh, to be fair.
Okay.
Rightfully so. But Josh found it funny. Interesting. We'll see.
Really? Why would you find that funny? That's strange to me.
Well, we'll see. We'll wait on Joshua's response.
Yeah. I was
Okay,
gonna say,
cool.
but, yeah.
She's very much a woman, a beautiful woman at that.
I don't. It's so unnecessary. It's like, why are you so obsessed? Honestly. And this is why I feel like black people just stand up. Like they actually are pitiful. They're pitiful because they have us on their minds all the time, 24/7, and they clearly feel threatened. But these times they're doing the most. So I just need us to stand up, please, because it's
Is this a jumbotron? Is that what this is called?
well, I mean,
Apparently, people like to
Josh-
type in peace, innit?
Josh said it with no context. To be fair,
Basically. Or maybe we missed that, but we would like Joshua to come and explain himself.
Joshua.
What did you
Explain
find funny? What was it?
He's looking for the words
Seriously.
to convey his humor.
Mm-mm.
All right, while you're
Joshua likes to
waiting,
do this though.
Oh, sorry. God. Tired.
Joshua says, I'm not as sensitive as you guys.
Wow.
I knew he was gonna come and say
No,
something
but
Wow.
that wasn't answering the
I just want to
question.
be. Can we
You're not
clarify?
answering the question.
Yeah.
What did you find funny?
That is it.
Do you? I need you to say the words. What specifically? Because we've spoken about a lot today, haven't we? So what did you find funny? Please.
Aki says, Joshua can come to the front and clarify because this is sounding very anti-black. Josh, just say you're 5 minutes behind live. Stacey would like an elaboration too.
It's not the first time that's happened on UFC.
What though? Can you say, please?
And Life About says, never beaten the allegation. What allegation
what
is Joshua
allegation?
never beating?
Or is that
Why are
for
people just
Brent,
typing
or-
in? No, it's not. Why is people typing in short form?
Yeah, like well, I didn't realize there was a.
Oh my goodness, Teddy! What is this? What is this? This is escalation. Is this what we're doing today?
Wow.
Is that the?
This Jumbotron is great.
Mm-mm.
This Jumbotron is great.
Jumbotron.
Mm-mm.
Shout out Greek. I think he coined that term. Let's see. Joshua says, no, lol, I just found the audacity of him saying that funny, and the fact that the conspiracy consists is funny. Is that a good save, ladies?
No.
Okay, it's still on his neck.
I just found the audacity
Oh,
of
sorry.
saying
Please
that
put out-
funny.
put it
Go
back.
on, say.
Sorry.
What's the last bit?
Sorry.
And the fact that the conspiracy consists. What do you mean conspiracy consists is funny? What does that mean?
He
You know
believes.
that's the that they believe she's a man.
Yeah, Joshua believes that this beautiful black woman is a man. Remember when allegedly Joshua thought that Ciara was a man
What?
back in the day?
I didn't know that.
You know what? Yeah,
Can you remember?
I actually do, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
that was a rumor.
she
sorry.
was born with.
No, that's been debunked.
Wasn't she on a team? I swear to
120%.
God, I remember
That's been
seeing
debunked. That
her
was
Crazy.
actually
on
fake news.
like. Is this?
Yeah.
Oh,
All
just
right,
here.
Joshua, you're off the front page news. Shut this back on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God,
Shut this back on.
is this really fake news?
That is fake news.
Because I have a memory of watching it
and
of
it's-
her
no, it's
on.
You caught a lie. You
Oh,
caught a lie.
oh,
Shut this back on.
Like it wasn't true.
It wasn't true.
No,
That is crazy.
she's
Wow,
actually come out and
okay,
said
cool.
that.
You saved
That
Joshua.
it was a wild.
That
That
is
was a
crazy.
wild rumor. And it was very. It's very.
That she
untrue.
was raised as a girl. No, I swear to God, I remember watching her do an interview on it, Sierra. But this was like many
No, don't
years
tell me
ago.
You still believed in a rumor?
I didn't know. I thought I watched it. I don't know if it's like what's that called?
Guys,
Who's
let
your kid?
Joshua off the.
No, because she's
the
got
hook.
both, like hermaphrodite or something.
Yeah, that was the rumor.
That
she's
was the
a
rumor,
but
but
she's
she
not.
and she thingy.
She's actually not.
Okay, cool.
It's actually insane that we
What
actually
are you
thought
doing?
that
Yeah.
that was true. That's actually insane
That
to
was
me.
just misogynoir.
Do you know what? I
My
literally
goodness.
thought that I'd seen an interview.
Oh wow.
That actually thought I'd seen an interview. What's that thing you call that effect that you called? Mandela effect?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That's what it feels like it to me because I literally can see it in my head. So, I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah.
No, because she even of recent she came out.
No, but this was this is an old
Okay, but
comment
of-
from
even
back
of,
in the day
like,
before
recent
we had
times.
all of this.
Of recent times when people was just like, what's the?
bag? Can I just put it on the floor?
Yeah, or just beside you. You're gonna be here by this mic, and that's
Okay, this
but
is
it's
not
gonna be
peaceful.
off camera.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, when she came and said like because they asked her like what is the craziest rumors about you, and she
Right,
brought that
right,
up, and
she
she was
said
just
that.
like that was so
I
like so insane, like it was actually crazy, like that
wonder-
was a thing, and that people actually believed it,
Yeah.
and I'm just like who
I'm
even
scratching my
started
head
that?
because
Why?
I was always just like, I swear I remember watching it.
She never really addressed it back then.
No, she did that. Well, I guess them times there, social media wasn't really a thing, or was it?
No,
To be
it
addressed?
wasn't.
This was literally like old school, like magazines
swear
and
this-
them kind
and
of
she-
Never came
things.
up in an interview.
She didn't go on Oprah. Because I'm pretty sure I saw this on Oprah. But anyway, I'm not dying on this hill. If it's not true, it's not true. Cool. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't judge her either way, to be fair, you know? It wasn't that. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, in terms of the conspiracy, they've been running that conspiracy about Michelle Obama.
See, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, no.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes, that whole
Yeah.
Big Mike was a thing.
I know they kind of compared her to like an ape or something. Like
Yeah, no, that-
but
but
with
no.
a bump
They
over
li-
them as well.
Like Big Mike was trend, like that was a whole thing.
Really.
When Obama was like doing the, I don't know if it came up. I feel like it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Stacey maybe. I feel like it came up in. Was it not his second term?
Second
Not the first. I don't
Okay.
believe that came. I feel like it came up in the second term.
Right.
What?
I could be wrong.
Michelle Obama.
Being
Yeah.
a man.
Oh,
being a man.
it came out first term.
Okay.
Really?
It came out first term.
Mm.
Monkey man, everything. They
And
threw
yeah,
everything
then
at
there
her.
was like and certain black men were feeding into that.
What co-signing?
They were co-signing it. They were. Some still now are.
I did say misogynoir.
They said in certain. I saw certain comments saying, "Yeah, big up Mike, Big Mike," in the like from like.
Wait, was that meant to be her name?
Yeah.
That's out of order.
I kept thinking, who's Big Mike?
No, that's what they were.
That's out of order.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But Joshua thinks it's funny. Interesting.
Oh wow.
Interesting. Okay.
Big Mike, I never heard that one.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank
Welcome.
you. I didn't even get your
Welcome,
name.
Trish.
Sorry.
Christy.
Christy.
Sade.
Sade Christy. So if I forget, please remind me again. I'm terrible with names.
Of course.
Sade Christy. Nice to meet you, ladies.
Thank you for joining us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, we're going to talk through some stuff. Are we doing headlines? We're going to do some headlines.
Yes.
And then we're going to get into a conversation with yourself. Do you know what I mean?
I have no idea what we're talking about. You know, I didn't even ask what the topic was.
Oh, we're just going to talk about you, baby.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Conversation.
Let's get into it. All right, I will start. So, what's on the news? Okay, an innocent teenager has won his legal case against the Metropolitan Police after he was wrongfully arrested for the attempted murder of his mother in South London. A jury found officers discriminated against 16-year-old Daryl McClune because of his race. He was held for 23 hours after his mother attempted to take her own life. The court found the Metropolitan Police conduct towards Daryl amounted to inhumane and degrading treatment in breach of his human rights. On 25th of July 2021, Daryl, who was 16 at the time, returned home following a call from his father to find his mother fighting for her life on the ground outside their home, having jumped from the roof of their block of flats. Despite officers seeing Daryl cycle to the scene after them, they arrested him for the attempted murder of his mother.
That's crazy.
So what, did they assume we pushed her or something?
Must have. Which is insane.
I don't think they even had any. They just was like, she's
Right.
dead, you're here.
Let's go. Like, do you know
Somebody,
what I mean?
you did it.
Sorry, Brent. What the doc that I'm looking at is not the same one as you. I don't think.
The orchestra daily composition.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Scroll down
Till.
until it is that you see that first one I just read, because
Yeah,
it has
that's
a
what's
first
scrolling.
set of things, then there's another set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All the way down. Okay, cool. 2 men were sentenced to a collective of 18 years in prison at the Old Bailey today on conviction of spying for China in the UK. Peter Wow, I'm going to say why, from East London was jailed for 10 years and Bill Young from Staines was for 8 years. The pair are the first to be convicted for spying for China under the 2023 National Security Act. The commander for the Counter-Terrorism Police London, Helen Flanagan, spoke to ITV News London about the significance of the first conviction. She said she wants to send a clear message about our ability to send the full force of the National Security Act and bring those individuals to justice. Peter conducted shadow policing operations on Hong Kong pro-democracy protesters and dissidents living in the UK, maybe residents living in the UK, on the orders of his superior Bill. He abused his position to gather intelligence on targets and was asked to pay special attention to British politicians, including senior Tory MP Sir Ian Duncan Smith.
An attack on the international airport in Niger's capital Thursday killed at least 11 soldiers and 2 civilians. Months after jihadists staged a large assault on the sensitive site. 22 attackers were also killed as security forces repelled the raid on the Diori Hamani International Airport in Niamey, Niger's defense ministry said. Gunfire erupted early in the morning and rang out for hours near the airport, where a large military presence was later deployed, residents said. Niger has been ruled for 3 years by a military junta, which has struggled to contain jihadist violence that has rocked the West African country for around a decade. I heard the first shots around 6 o'clock. The shooting was coming from the airport entrance, where there is a security checkpoint, a resident told AFP by telephone.
Okay.
And then...
yeah, I was scrolling.
It's crazy. Alright. What else we got here? We have U.S. Central Command. No, I'll do the one before. Michael Barnier has said Britain could regain its special terms if it rejoined the EU. You're looking forward to rejoining the EU?
I think we should. We should
Yeah,
have never left.
basically.
We should have never left. I actually remember arguing with, well, they were arguing with me when it was, when David Cameron stupidly put out the option to us. I was like, this is a terrible idea, but this is a way for him to get votes. And I was literally so active on my Facebook. I was like, oh my gosh, no, the prices of everything's going to go up. I was even complaining about the prices of Mighty Malt and everything. Everyone's like, no, you're overreacting. And I actually had a lot of black people arguing with me. And I do remember some stance. It's like it made sense, but it didn't make sense because I used to work in a school. And I remember talking to a mother whose child went there. And I was telling her I'm really scared that people are actually going to vote out. Like, I thought we're just joking. People are being serious. She's like, yeah, I'm going to vote out. And she's from a Ghanaian background. And I'm like, why would you vote out? She was like, well, if we vote out, that means they would then employ as many nurses from Africa as they do from, like, Eastern Europe.
Right.
And I was like, that's not how racism works. Like, they're not going to equal out everything. Like, you have too much hope. But she was... So.
Yeah, I remember that sentiment. There was a lot of black people echoing that talking points, like, oh yeah, they should go back. They're like they don't all of that. They was echoing that a lot. A lot of that was going on.
I was so shocked. I couldn't believe we're actually that naive. I say we, but it was certain people. I was like, that's not gonna happen. That's not what's gonna happen here.
I did have like elder in my family who was like pro like leaving and stuff, and I was just like really trying to interrogate like, why do you think like this? And like her opinion was like, well, she knew life before we were part of the Euro, do you know what I mean, and felt that it was better then. That it was kind of like that kind of sentiment. But yeah, it hasn't paid us well, is it really?
I think a lot of people with like conservative mindsets or people who kind of lean towards conservative views, they really struggle with is it nostalgia? Like they really struggle with trying to go back rather than seeing a new future. It's always a sense of, I want it to be how it was, but it's like, we're not going back, whether we like it or not. It's never going to go back to that because socially things have progressed, things have moved forward with technology and everything. So many things have happened that life is gone. It was never going to happen. I also did know a Congolese family that were very pro-Brexit, but I think they really came... Oh, gosh, I don't know if they're going to be watching this. But it really... they came from a perspective of, oh, come on, we're Britain and we're so powerful. We don't need all these other European countries. I was like, girl, are you being serious? She was like, yeah, come on, Britain's a powerhouse, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know that they will remind you very quickly that you're not British, right? She was like, no, things are going to move forward. This will allow us to be more united. I don't know, there was a sense of delusion that was quite worrying. And I was thinking, I can't believe these people are going to vote. I think that was the first time I started thinking, yeah, maybe some people shouldn't vote.
Oh, not you echoing Emmanuel's sentiments. Why is it not here?
I was like, maybe there should be like a questionnaire. But I know if you put these things in place, it's only going to work against black people only. But I was literally like, I can't believe this is happening. And then now I'm seeing the same people complain because of standing in lines at the airport.
Crazy.
All right. So this room is pro back in the EU.
Yeah.
And it claimed it was becoming clearer every other second. Michael Barnier has said Britain should or could regain its special terms if it rejoined the EU and claimed it was becoming clearer every day to the British people that they would be stronger in Europe. In an interview before the 10th anniversary of the Brexit referendum next week, the EU's former chief Brexit negotiator said he could not see any obstacle to the UK keeping the pound and remaining outside the passport-free Schengen travel. I hope that's the Schengen travel area should the country rejoin. The comment, how will we rejoin if it is so much unrest about immigration? That's a boiling pot. That's gonna go off. The comments cast serious doubt on suggestions from some authoritative voices, including Poland's foreign minister, that the UK could be forced to accept more difficult terms on re-entering the bloc. They will be seen as a boost to those who are campaigning for the UK to rejoin the EU, with polling showing that support for rejoining is stronger when the old terms are on the table.
Okay, shall I do
Yes,
one
please.
after? Okay, JD Vance lashed out at the Israeli government over its criticism of Donald Trump's agreement with Iran, warning Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's cabinet not to attack Washington. The US Vice President escalates the tension between the allies, which launched a war on Iran together, but those interests have been since diverged. Netanyahu has faced a domestic backlash over Trump's preliminary deal, which many in Israel consider capitulation to Tehran. This does not bother me, Vance said on Thursday. You've seen people with Netanyahu's cabinet who have come out and attacked the deal, and in some ways a very personally attacked the President of the United States. Vance said his message to Netanyahu's cabinet was that it ought to remember that the US is one of Israel's few allies with global influence, and the country receives the majority of its weapons via Washington.
You think Netanyahu is going to accept this possible treat?
No. That guy, I think he's got an internal war inside himself, and he just drags everyone into it. I do think like this.
Megalomaniac.
Yeah, I think there's actually something mentally wrong with him as well. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard when they said that.
Let's not put mental on that.
No.
I give them out.
No. Not just mental illness, but I think, well, after working in a psychiatric ward, one thing that I've learned is that people have their own personality, and then they're exacerbated by like mental illness. So you have your own personality trait, and then when you have like a mental health deterioration, that is exaggerated. So it's like if you're loving person, there's just no boundaries with that love. If you're a hateful person, there's no boundaries with that hate. And I think generally Netanyahu is a horrible person. He's like Satan himself. But I do think that he's incredibly paranoid, and he has a lot of internal fight within himself, and he's really nasty with it. And because he's so paranoid, he is not going to stop. He's never going to stop. He's not going to accept anything. But I don't know how this is going to end with the US and Israel, though. I'm surprised they're even fighting.
Honestly.
After they're the one that pushed you to go and fight Iran at their behest.
This is the thing. I'm thinking I think they don't like the optics of it. I think that's probably part of the issue. It's just that right now they look like Israel looks like the big brother, isn't it? They're calling the shots. They're leading the charge, all this kind of thing. And the US is just a sidekick. And I think that worries them more than anything.
Yeah.
Like they don't mind doing what they're doing, however heinous it is. But they want to be seen as like, oh, we're the big bullies. Do you know what I mean? We're the ones in control. Yeah, exactly.
They must definitely have something on Trump. I know it's probably the obvious with the Epstein file. But I'm like, okay, what is it? Like I want to know exactly how bad it is, because did Trump just think he could just like bomb Iran and be like, okay, it's over now, everyone chill out. And Iran would be like, oh, cool, thank you.
Just ignore that.
Okay, forget it happened.
But like, I was even thinking like, I don't know if anyone saw, but JD Vance was on Stuart Butler's podcast the other day, Diary of a CEO, and I just thought this is an odd choice.
What?
Yeah. This week it's just dropped this week. Yeah, it's so thingy. But he does this whole thing about like, because Stephen asks him like, your views on Trump back in the day, they were like, you didn't support this man, you wrote articles against this man, how did it change? And he does this whole big spiel about how he was wrong, how he didn't have the right information. And I was just sitting there thinking like, is Trump holding your family hostage? Like, what is going on? Like,
no, I think it's him holding Trump's family hostage.
Do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's been times where Trump has shown some frustration. Like he would be like, Israel doesn't want to accept it. I've tried my best. He's had a few like crash outs, minor crash outs, just making it clear that, Israel's just not accepting anything, but then also standing back in line and going, we're their allies and whatnot. Because it's like, if Israel needs America, what's Trump doing? What's stopping him from saying, you know what? I'm actually dead in this. Like, I actually don't want beef with you guys.
Yeah, it's like they can't. It's like, yeah.
Whenever he
They're
thinks he's
trapped.
made a good deal, Netanyahu's like, no. And it doesn't go through.
Yeah. But arguably Trump hasn't made a good deal in his life.
He's never made a good
Arguably.
But even when he makes a deal that's very much pro-Israel,
Mm-hmm.
as long as Netanyahu's not getting the full thing,
Mm.
as long as the war isn't going to carry on, as long as he doesn't get to like colonize more of other countries, it's a no deal for him.
Yeah.
Under the pretense of defending Jewish people. But it's like, no, you're actually just attacking other nations now and doing it intentionally. At this point, are you now like defending yourself towards what? Lebanon? Like, what's
What have they got
going
to
on?
do with this? It's crazy. Crazy.
Just in, Andy Burnham has re-entered Parliament.
Really?
Yeah, he won the by-election in Makerfield.
Mm-hmm.
55%. It's a +10 change in seats, and Reform had 35%. And then
Oh,
in
God.
third, it's Restore
quite
Britain
high.
in 7. But he's back, so yeah, we're gonna see this little tug of war hot up.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Starmer.
Do you guys think it's going to make a difference?
Burnham.
Do you think it's going to make a difference?
You know, I probably not, but I think like he speaks to more of the voting public. That's what I think. I think he speaks more to them. So I think like for those people who understand what reform is and what they're trying to do, and that I think he's probably a better choice for them over Starmer,
So it's like better the devil you know type of thing,
basically.
or the lesser devil.
Yeah,
I
less
don't-
of two evils.
I don't trust this Labour government. I think yeah, they've lost my trust. They lost my vote. They lost my trust.
Really?
And I think they're just pretending to position themselves as centre left, but really I think they're centre right.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're centre right, and they don't want to boldly say it because they don't necessarily object to a lot of the stuff Reform are doing unless they think it's going to benefit them at that point to object against it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just sort of like neutral, like, oh yeah, when they started going towards the immigration stance, I was like, this is really disappointing for a party that's meant to be left wing.
Yeah.
And also being complicit in genocide, support or not condemning Trump to a full extent of illegally attacking like a school. They were so calm about it. I was like, this cannot be a left wing party. This isn't.
Yeah.
I just think they're just kind of changing it because I think a lot of people are really fed up with Keir Starmer.
Yeah, I think so. I think they've tried to please people on both sides, and they've just like lost everybody,
Miserably.
basically. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And he really did try to come with some order, but it's like, you don't really have the backbone to do
Yeah.
this,
And it's contradictory because wasn't he a humanitarian lawyer, right? So it's just like you're not in line with who you say you are.
Wasn't he one of the Stephen Lawrence lawyers?
Oh, was he?
I heard he was on that case.
Oh, really?
I was so shocked when I
Wow.
heard
Like,
that.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Gosh.
But I think that's when people are building their name, aren't they? Somewhere along the lines, he switched up. I
Yeah.
think we see it a lot. It's actually weird. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking how the way Keir Starmer has acted, especially towards like Jeremy Corbyn, it sort of reminds me a little bit of how like African politicians have snaked each other, even though they kind of come up together. They kind of seem to have the same vision. And then you get one that just sort of snakes the other to position themselves as the colonizer, and then they become a dictator for a while, and then suck the country dry. That's what he reminds me of. He's like the Mobutu to Patrice Lumumba, or the Blaise to Thomas Sankara. For me, he's like that. The way when I saw him do that, I thought, we can't trust this guy. Because if you would do that to someone you worked with and just completely switch face as if we're not watching you, you are not going to stay loyal to the people who are voting for the policies that, that they wanted implemented.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But isn't that the game of politics, though?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
he needs his own interests. So if he needs to get Corbyn out, and he kind of got it because he was the leader of the party now.
You know what? I agree with you. I've just never seen that happen to a left-wing party like that. I think it's always expected with like right-wingers. That's why I'm like, that was such a wing move. I've never seen it with the left. They're just a bit more. They have a bit more class, or they're not so visually. They're not so brutal. Because I feel like you are so brutal, and then it's the way that he's treated a lot of the Labour MPs who are still very much left wing. You know, we see his behaviour towards Diane Abbott. Like, how are you going to be mistreating like one of the longest running female black MPs for such a long time? You know, sort of that reverse racism stuff they're doing. There's a lot of black MPs who don't really feel like they can express themselves and can't even express it out loud. He does have an authoritarian vibe, and that's really strange for Labour.
But isn't that the nature of Labour? They're just quiet racist. They just don't say it out loud.
You know what? I have to give you that they are, but he's not so quiet anymore. That's my point. He wasn't even pretending. Like, look at that. Look at when they sort of suspended her because of her letter, which for me, in my opinion, what she was saying, it's a fact. You know, some people experience discrimination to a heightened level or straight away because you can visually see where they're from, and some people you have to get to know where they're from and then they experience it. So and so, it's not to say one's worse than the other, but we have to be honest about who's more likely to experience it. Like, I know that there are Asian women out there who wear hijabs. They're more likely to experience violence more than I am. Do you know what I mean? Because of, especially at the moment, the Islamophobia that's going on. But then to like sort of punish her because of that, he clearly had a stance of where he was going to go with this. And then like, people are not allowed to speak about certain things. You know, people are not allowed to say certain things. It's just not very left wing. And then when people were complaining and even saying like, how are you going to be complicit with the war in Gaza? This is genocide. Even with that, you're being criminalized for saying no to war. Really? Like, left wing? That's never, well, in my lifetime in the UK, I've not seen that yet from a left-wing party. That's very right-wing. Usually the left wings are people that push back on stuff like that, not try to implement it, and then at the same time can't condemn when someone else is actually attacking a school in another country. It's just like, he's very, very right-wing. I'm sorry, he gives me bad vibes.
But I feel like but in politics, whether it's the US or the UK, they have people on both sides, so they can get what they want. So I feel like in whichever even whether you're left wing or not, they have people on that side, so they're gonna have to back what they're doing regardless.
So what do you think it is?
Is
it a funding? Is it what? Like, what is it? Because I'm trying to see what is it? Is it the money? Is it the power? Because what confuses me a little bit is a sense of, you know, the US are supplying arms and the UK are supplying arms, but then it's like Israel is funding and donating. I'm like, so who's giving who money? Who's giving who resources exactly? Because who is in power here? And I do agree, especially at this moment, is, you know, you're very much dealing with the same people. That's why I'm saying that, especially at this moment, Labour is very much right wing. I've never seen left wing not oppose so many harsh things, including the way they're treating the middle class, lower class, the way they're talking about disabled people, the LGBT community. It's almost like, are you going to drop all your policies? Like, and then when people were speaking out about that, his stance was, if you don't like it, you can leave. Do you know you're a Labour MP?
But didn't Tony Blair bring more, like, right?
Yeah, he did.
He did
he did.
Isn't he not like a walking walk?
Yeah, he did. He did.
He's been accused.
He did, and he's getting worse actually.
Yeah, he is getting worse.
Yeah,
he's quite critical.
Yeah.
Starmer at the moment, isn't he? But
but you know what? I think maybe it's because Tony Blair had more of a personality as well, maybe more charisma, and he knew how to articulate himself in a way that's not so sinister. I think the problem with Keir is like, he doesn't actually say. I think with Tony Blair, he's good with words. He can almost make it seem like, you know what, we're doing this to save other people.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing this because this is what's actually happening. They have a sense of lie that they put to your face. I think with Keir Starmer, it's a nothingness.
It is, and people are not resonating with that. He's not winning the people's hearts and minds for sure.
No, and he's not even trying to.
No, he's not. Like a figurehead.
Yeah, but he won by the skin of his teeth, though, didn't he? Though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like it was just a matter of.
And
There was
people
no- there-
hated conservatives more.
More.
It wasn't really about
Yeah, they
him.
was
It was
fed up.
more about
Yeah,
getting
it was
conservatives
out.
out.
Yeah.
More
That
than
was
it was
it.
him.
Yeah.
So it could have been anybody else in that position.
Yeah.
To be fair.
To be fair. Whereas I feel like Andy, I feel like there's going to be more people that like him and like what he's supposed to stand for.
I don't
You know what I
actually know
mean?
much about Andy, but sorry, just to go back to another example of Tony Blair being more appearing better than Keir. I feel like Tony Blair almost at least knew how to act like he's protecting people in the party. Again, I'm going back to the Diane Abbott thing. I don't know why it felt so personal, but for me, I think it was a contrast between how they treated her for that letter and how they reacted when those voice notes or I don't know if it was voice notes or email. No, it was definitely a voice. The guy saying, "Oh, she makes me like."
I hate her
I
so
hate her.
much.
Yeah,
I want to kill all.
Yeah,
black
she makes me
women or
want to
something
kill
like
all black people.
Yeah.
Like,
Or hurt someone
no,
like- yeah.
Tony would have
Tory donut.
absolutely condemned
Yeah.
that. Like, Keir, he was almost. I feel like he almost wanted us to feel so hated that she would just leave.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if it wasn't for the backlash he received for almost trying to suspend her, he would have completely suspended her.
Yeah.
But because of that, he kind of made it half-hearted. And then she's being attacked. And it's like, well, hold on. If you really don't like racism or you're standing up for, racism being spoken about in a certain way, why are you not speaking up for your MP? Like, and then they kind of went towards this stance of, oh, yeah, we should forgive. I'm like, are you guys serious?
Like, what are we talking about here? Ridiculous. But, Trish, you need to introduce yourselves because
Oh,
nobody
People
knows.
are asking.
Yeah, who you
Oh.
are. So you just want to? Can you tell the people who are you?
the girl.
I love it.
Hi guys. So I'm Trish. I'm a keynote speaker. I kind of came into the public through reality TV. I was in Big Brother 2023. I was like the main character, which did bring me a lot of problems as well. To be a favorite to win on white media and speak about microaggression, there's always a sense of backlash, isn't there? And the reverse racism. And yeah, I had a good time some of the time, but I had a hard time. And I stupidly slightly enjoyed thinking that there would be a reward towards the end. And then it got worse. And that traumatized me. And so, yeah, I speak out a lot about like challenging systems, disparities. But I was doing that before that, by the way. I was always like into activism and a feminist. I've been advocating for human rights since I was like 21. So I think it just kind of pushed me to like use my platform more to speak about the inconsistencies in how different people are treated based on their identity, because I got to experience that in the Big Brother house, and then I got to experience it outside for the production team and just the media and the industry, and realize how messed up everyone is. So yeah, I'm a keynote speaker, and I challenge systems. And
You won an award recently, right?
oh yes. UK top influencer social justice category. Yeah, that was really exciting.
How did you feel about winning that? Because you've been going through quite a bit, do you know what I mean? These last couple of years, it seems like it's been quite tough,
Yeah.
And stuff. So I feel like, does it feel like the tide is kind of turning a little bit for you?
Yeah, sometimes on some days it does. I feel like sometimes it feels like a distant memory, but then the way PTSD is, sometimes I get triggered and then it feels like it happened yesterday.
Right.
I think I'm seeing more of a positive ending in comparison to before. But yeah, also that was my second award anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Come on.
Collecting them and that.
Thank you. Yeah, I was so excited when I won that. The thing is, when you deserve something, but you're not quite sure that other people are going to see it, because you're kind of used to thinking that you're always going to be penalized. So I was with a friend of mine who was also nominated in another category, and he kept saying, "You're gonna win this." I was like, "No, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure." So when I won, I was thinking, "Oh shoot, I don't have a speech. Like, I'm not ready." But I definitely deserved this. So I was really happy. It was really humbling, and I actually got so many like kind messages.
Yeah.
I think I got a message that almost made me cry. Someone said, "Congratulations and well done for never giving up." I was like,
I love that.
"Oh my God."
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, it's humbling, but it's also validating.
You mentioned like PTSD, so can you like maybe explain like how you come to be diagnosed with that, so people like understand the journey there?
Yeah, that's quite interesting. I don't know. Okay, so when I came out of the house, some things I won't be able to say now, but hopefully if you girls have me back in a few months' time,
Okay.
like after I go through the legal stuff, I'll
Yeah.
be able to
Okay.
say more. When I came out of the house, there was a lot of stuff that happened in the background of the production team and like failure of duty of care. And I think there's a lot of gaslighting. I'm starting to find that a lot of white professionalism is just gaslighting. But at the time, I believed that genuinely had my best interest at heart because, again, I was isolated for like 5 weeks, and these are the people that I relied on for my well-being.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of contradicting things, and it was quite conflicting to be between my loved ones protecting me and be like, no, they're actually doing this. This is what's happening. And then be like, oh, no, we're here to protect you. We're trying to look after your career. And you're thinking, okay, you know what? I can't mess this up. I've already messed up. So let me follow this. And then you get the fans that are like, no, Trish, speak up. We're going to defend you. And you're like, oh, my gosh. I'm like, I don't want to let people down, but I'm also trying to secure my future. Am I seeing this all wrong? And then they're like, you know how people are. It's just one big pantomime. That kept saying it's one big pantomime. You don't have to talk about the racism stuff. You don't. So I felt really like gaslit to the maximum. And also I wasn't really settled before everything went up in flames. And then obviously being isolated and whatnot, it just felt like, oh, I went on this show to try and create a life for myself, and I think I've made my life worse. And I have got a child to look after, and I literally felt like I was scared for my life. Yeah, because I remember when they told me I couldn't come to the rap party, and I think this is what really heightened my mental health and my symptoms, because they were like, "Oh, we don't have enough security for you," And so
But
I
okay.
started thinking, wait, hold on, how much security do I need?
Yeah.
Like, have they been getting like threats about me? Like don't get me wrong, I did get some death threats, but you're sort of like, okay, maybe this is just the norms. People are mad, but then when they're saying that stuff, I'm like, oh wait, like, so if I'm gonna need a lot of security there, what happens when I'm outside by myself with my child and some people recognize me? So
But also, that wasn't how it was framed in the media, right? Because I guess like you're not attending the rap party was to do with some old tweets that had resurfaced.
Yeah.
Some like things that have said, which you've apologized for. Do you know what I mean? Like definitely like before now, do you know what I mean? Different space, different mindset, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like it was framed like that was the reason, not that, we're trying to protect her and we're doing it for her. Do you know what I mean?
It's funny because they actually wanted me to come out and say that I don't want to come. I've decided.
Really?
Yeah. That's what the PR team wanted me to say. They was like, oh, almost advertised it like it's good for me. You could get ahead of this and you can come out and say, you know what? I think she was, I'm not going to lie, the PR lady is great at manipulating. She was like, your apology was amazing. People reacted so well to it. Maybe, I love the line you said where people can forgive you and some people can take the time. You can jump on that and say, because you want to give people time to forgive you, you decided not to attend. I'm like, hold on. Do you know that there were actually housemates in there who were doing messed up stuff in this day and age, and you want me to talk about people forgiving me? Like, I don't know what everyone said or done in the past, and I'm not here trying to forgive them for it. So what do you mean? And this was never supposed to happen, because that's why you do the social media check.
Right.
So you can't let me down and then punish me for it. Like, I'm not saying that. Like, I want to go. I have the right to go. I need to speak about my experience. Oh no, but we just want to keep it a bit light, So it just really messed with my head, and then the rejection, and then it just became like a doom. And I think the more messages I was reading, even though there was really nice messages, obviously at that time I'm focusing on the negative because I'm seeing the negative impact.
People do though as well.
Do you know what I mean? And so I just remember feeling so low and hopeless, and I started to feel like I was splitting into different people. I literally I thought I was going to be diagnosed with bipolar. Like, honestly, I was like in such a bad space. And sometimes I would be expressing what I'm feeling, but I didn't know how bad it sounds to my loved ones because it was my mom that ended up calling the crisis team. Yeah, I was talking to her how I just don't want to live. Like, I just don't want to be here. And I think I said a couple of times, and she was like, yeah, I'm going to call the crisis team. At the time, I was in Luton, she's in London. And when she called them, they were like, well, we can't do anything because of the location. She has to call the Luton crisis team. So then I ended up calling them. They came to see me, and then they referred me to the community mental health team. And then I saw psychiatrist, yeah. And then, so after a long assessment, she basically told me that I had PTSD. Honestly, I was waiting like this for her to say bipolar.
Right.
When she said PTSD, I was like, that's what soldiers have. Like, oh my gosh. And then it kind of hit me. Like, I did literally go through a psychological war.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then I was just like, okay, like, how do I navigate this? And I just remember her saying, you need to talk it out. You need to speak. And then that's when the therapy talk started, like being referred to therapy and whatnot. I've had like 4 rounds of therapy since then.
Okay. How, like, is it like, what's it called? I can't remember. The ones where it's like 20 sessions or something like that?
The recent one I had was 12 sessions.
12 sessions, okay.
But again, but she's also referred me to the community mental health team in London.
Okay.
Just because I'm going through the legal stuff and also everything's triggering again. So she was like, you're going to need support. And with therapy, once you finish, you have to wait another 3 months. And we don't want you waiting, especially at such a sensitive time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had different types of therapy. But I have to say the best one was with Black Minds Matter.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because I as great as the NHS is, I don't think they really have a system that caters to tackling racism in therapy to like its true extent. Do you know what I mean? And also then you feel a bit uncomfortable speaking about it because the therapist isn't really going there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's a bit of reservation.
You could, no shade, but you can end up with sitting in front of a white woman and how comfortable you sitting.
Oh, you know what? The last therapy session I had, well, the whole thingy package, when because I asked for EMDR, eye movement therapy, and they were like, oh, we'll see, your symptoms, let's do one more talking therapy. If it doesn't work, then we'll consider that. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna comply because I know what I want and what I need. And then on my assessment day, I realized that it was a white woman. And I was like, I've already been therapized by white people. And for what the issue were for those things, it was great. Don't get me wrong, because I also had counseling for self-esteem and whatnot. But at this point, I actually wanted to talk about how racism impacts me and how being re-triggered by sites of racism takes me back there. And so I told her I wanted a black therapist because I don't want to have to explain how racism impacts me. Because from when I started, she was like, are you sure you were diagnosed with PTSD? Because you can't have PTSD if you don't feel like your life is in danger. I was like, but I did feel like my life was in danger.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh, no, I can't explain this. She was good, but I don't think she was for me. So I asked for a black therapist and I got a black therapist. And she was great too. But again, I think she still has to be within the NHS guideline.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas Black Minds Matter, I feel like, you can explore more. They've got that culture, education, culture, understanding and competency. And also they understand racism, which is basically what born the whole thing. So that was great for me. And ironically, it was recommended for me to reach out to them by a production team member from ITV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually like him. He was good, but he honestly didn't know what to do because there were some production team members who really liked me. And you can see they're really conflicted. So when I was speaking to him, I'd say, he's part of the welfare team. I'm like, he would ask me, like, how's your experience? I'm like, I don't feel great. I feel like ITV treated me wrong. They did this. I'm quite vocal. I would say it to them. And he's like, oh, Trish, you know what? I'm a gay man and I understand that discrimination. I don't want to pretend I understand racism. And so I don't know how to help you. But I'd really recommend maybe you reach out to Black Minds Matter. And I thought, great. And I reached out to them. But then looking back, it's like, wait, hold on. If you guys can refer me or suggest them, why don't you employ them since you're actually getting black participants. Why don't you
Yeah.
use that as actually a sense of inclusion and diversity, knowing that actually we're bringing other races into this, and it's highly likely that there is going to be racism that pops up. So we should equip our welfare team with being able to talk about that. So yeah, I reached out to Black Minds Matter. They got back to me pretty quick, and yeah, that was great. It's been a journey.
Yeah.
So, sorry to take you back. What made you want to go on Big Brother at that time?
I always said this is poverty.
Yeah.
I was poor.
Was you homeless or near to
Yes.
being homeless or
Yes.
something? Insecure housing?
So we're basically insecure housing, and me and my son were displaced.
Right.
So I was trying to get out that. I got a job, but because I had no community, childcare and whatnot, and I was getting my son diagnosed at the same time, they let me go during the training period. They went from insisting to hire me and give me a job. They're like, we'll train you, to be like, oh, we just realized we don't have time. That's how bad. I clocked what's going on. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be quite tricky because I have appointments and stuff coming on that I can't say no to. Do you know what I mean? And so I was like, okay.
Is your son's diagnosed
Diagnosis,
with...
sorry.
Oh, he's got autism. Yeah, he's got autism. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to try and work this out in an unconventional way, because it's just me and him, and like we're far away from everyone. So when that came up, I always thought, well, I'll be good on a reality TV show. So when that popped up, I was like, 100K, like, at least put a deposit down somewhere.
Yeah,
Like,
do you know what I mean?
that doesn't sound bad, like,
Exactly.
just like 6 weeks, like, okay.
yourself.
Yeah, like I can do this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a prize. It was a prize money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shame. I literally
What? You thought I'll just go there for...
I genuinely forgot that Big Brother has there's a prize money.
I
What
would,
it is because I keep on thinking of Celebrity Big Brother, so that's why.
but
I had that on
even
my
that
mind.
is a prize too.
Yeah, then you get paid.
And then
for
you get
it.
paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
sorry,
wouldn't have done it like for no reason, especially to leave my son for that long.
Yeah.
But at the time, I felt more secured because that year I'd gotten him diagnosed, sorted out his EHCP, so I knew I was leaving him in a good place. And I spoke to the school. We made a plan. My family and friends. I made a timetable for school runs and everything. So I was like, okay, cool. Like just a couple of weeks, and
That must have been difficult though, to go in to know. To leave your son that extended period of time, and if you say it's just you and him, given just getting that diagnosis, that must have been so difficult.
it was, and it wasn't. It's weird because I feel like I was so focused on why I'm going to do this. Sometimes I have this thing where I disassociate. Like if I'm like, I'm gonna have to do this, I can't go down now. Do you know what I mean? Or sometimes I have a delayed reaction. So I was like, okay, this is quite exciting. I was so hopeful, like naively hopeful to some extent. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I thought as a black woman, my experience would be way different. But I was like, you know what? That dare to dream life has been so hard. So,
Had you consumed Big Brother before that?
I did, but it was the old school ones, isn't it? So for me, some things have changed. And also they had like put out a welfare package of the things that they're promising to the participants.
Okay.
And I was like, they didn't deliver. Don't worry. They did not deliver any of that. Well, maybe some of it. But I was like, okay, things have progressed. It's a new broadcaster taking it.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to take
because it
people.
went
from Channel 4 to ITV. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
5 to ITV.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
And
And it was 5 years as well.
do you know what I mean?
So it was like a big deal that this is its
So that was a
back.
revamp, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I was really, really, really hopeful, and yeah, so I was looking forward to it. Sometimes I think it probably got quite hard once I got in the house, maybe like the second, third week. Like I'm like, when I started having a hard time, I started thinking, I want to go back where I'm loved. I miss my son.
yeah.
But they did say if they don't tell you any news, it means all is well.
Yeah.
And they will also be in touch with his dad and my family to just make sure everything's good. If there's anything major, they'll tell me. So I just kind of relied on that.
Were you the only black woman in the cast of Big Brother?
No, there was 2 of us.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't watch it, did you?
No, I didn't.
I
Sorry.
did, but I can't even remember. So I can't remember who else was on
For some reason, that coming back to ITV, I don't know why I just missed it.
Yeah.
I think I was more like, I was come back. Oh, forget it, man. Like,
What, did you want it on Channel 4?
Yeah, like I was a Big Brother fan. Like,
Okay,
when, all this from when it's inception,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
always watching it, loved it or whatever. And then obviously it went kind of going downhill or whatever. And then they stopped it.
Yeah.
And then they said it was bringing it back. And I was just like, am I really ITV? I was like, oh. And for some, I just didn't. I kind of tapped out, to be honest. So yeah, all this drama with you, I had no clue I
Really?
feel like I was on the rock somewhere. I didn't know.
To be fair, I haven't watched all of it either.
Oh, really? I mean, it must be so hard.
Yeah, I think I got to like
Like,
episode 9.
Yeah,
I can't do this.
It must be so hard. But I do remember you, obviously. Like I
thank
clearly
God.
do, and I feel like you were doing such a good service, like unpaid service, like educating the nation. Like you
Okay.
absolutely was educating people on like things like unconscious bias, like just being fair to people, and literally in a way that didn't feel like it was being condescending or judgy or anything like that. It was in a way that you was actually drawing people in.
Yeah.
And I wonder whether you were doing too good of a job of that.
And they're like, we're not here for this.
Yeah.
This is not what we're here for.
All right, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually hear you. But the thing is, I did say this to the psychologist or therapist. I don't know what she calls herself. Because they do an assessment, they do psychological assessment, and they ask a lot of questions. And I'm an oversharer, and I just tell the truth about myself, about anything, really and truly. And so I remember saying that one of the things I'm worried about in the house is I end up going into the oldest daughter, African daughter role for everybody. And I end up sacrificing myself sometimes. And I'm really trying to work on that. Like sometimes, even though you wouldn't call me a people pleaser, I have my own way of people pleasing, because if I like someone, I go far and beyond, even if they won't do the same for me. I want to protect everybody, and I'm worried about doing too much for others. So they knew exactly who I am, like who I was going to be. And I told them, like, I end up being controversial just for being myself, just for standing my ground. And people are almost annoyed at the audacity of it. And I guess they ended up being annoyed at the audacity of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think.
Okay.
How dare the black woman have the audacity?
I mean, this is the thing. But a black woman who can whip off her wig and shave her hair and do all the things, like, do you know what I mean? Just be so unapologetically
Oh, is that what you was doing in the
yourself.
house?
Yes.
Good. I was bold.
She was doing
I took off my wig the next day in. At one point, my friend said to me, she was watching TV and she was like, wait, hold on. Is that Trish with her zip open? Because I ate. And you know when you eat and you get full up. I was like, she was like, oh my gosh, when you just did, I was like, this is why we love her. Like, I was like, I wasn't even conscious that I was doing that. But I was like, we're being filmed 24/7. Like,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
it is what it is. Like,
Did you get an inkling while you was inside? I don't know how much you can say, but did you get an inkling, or maybe with the producers, that something wasn't really feeling right? Did you see any like red flags in terms of like how they were treating you, maybe, or something like that?
no, because we don't talk to first of all, we're not in contact with any of the producers.
Right. Okay.
We only just literally talk to the voice. Oh, there was a time where we did the halfway therapy. I think in the third week, we got half an hour. Was it half an hour therapy from the therapist? But again, we don't see anybody, so we don't know what's going on or what ends up making it into the edit. Like,
Right.
we have no idea what storylines are out there about us. I think I was even shocked when I heard the cheers for me, because I was like, if they hate me here, then they hate me out there. Like, whatever's going on here is how they're perceiving me out there. So I was like, there was a time I literally crashed out and I was like, I'm leaving, because I don't want every black woman to be judged based on how I'm representing myself, because I felt like I was not representing myself well because of how I was being treated in the house. And I was like, I don't want people to then use that as an excuse to be like, oh, look, every black woman is just like Trish, and Trish is so and so. So I was like, I don't want to be here. And also I feel like I'm not being allowed. It's almost like they're angry that I'm also here with them, you know. And I don't want to do that. It's only when I really was like, no, I'm done. That's when they told them off. But before, I think they were kind of just watching it happen, watching it play out. But again, I wasn't sure how much they could see. Do you know what I mean?
So the dynamics between you and the housemates was tension?
Yeah, we're like kind of split into groups. So I had like my group. What was we called? Upstairs gang? I don't know. Like someone said it with a neurodivergent group. I mean, they might not be wrong. At least two of us were. Two of us are. And then there were like the I think they call them like the Love Island, or I don't know, like the Love Island crew, the good looking ones.
Yeah.
And then there were the garden gang, who were like the horrible ones. And I think they just had an issue with everything I did or didn't do. But then also at the same time, they wanted to interact with me as if they don't have an issue with me. And I'm the type of person, if I see that there's an issue here, I'm going to stay away from you.
Exactly.
And then they'll do this thing where they're like, oh, Trish is just like keeping herself to herself. But then you don't like me.
So what are we talking about? Here?
So it's weird. Like,
The microaggressions.
I would walk in and they all go quiet. You know when you know they're talking about you.
Yeah.
I'll walk in and they all go quiet, and then one of them be like, Trish, do you want a cup of tea? No. You're not gonna poison me here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, but then they'll be like, oh my gosh, like she said, they'll react like my no is the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I do think there is a culture in Britain where you're expected to like go with the passiveness,
Yes.
and I'm not like that. Like,
Take the backhandedness to all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Like the nice, nasty.
Yeah, just to get along,
Young, yeah.
basically.
And I wasn't doing that, and if an opportunity presented itself for me to speak my mind, I spoke my mind, and then it became, oh, she's so scary, she's intimidating.
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah, of course. And it's just like, come on, man. No, like we're not what they were talking about. We're not seeing that.
Oh,
We're not
really?
seeing that at all.
No, but it's funny because I did see some comments. Well, they were probably just racist. They're like, "Oh, Trish is aggressive." The Facebook moms. I think one of them like had a screenshot of me holding a knife. But you know what it was? Yeah, I was putting the knives away and talking to Matty. So then I was talking. He's far away from me. I'm talking passionately. And a screenshot that, oh, look how she's holding a knife.
Imagine.
I'm like, what?
Imagine.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah, you're good, you know. Because something show like that for me, I'm crashing out. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
It would remove me. I will not last.
But you know what? No, I was patient. But you know what? I was patient because I was like, there's got to be something from this. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. I endured because I was like, I
have a
I
purpose.
need to get something
Yeah.
from this. Like I need to do better for my son. Like I am desperate. But also at the same time, I started feeling it, but I didn't have validation. And that's another thing that I realized about myself, how much I rely on validations from my loved ones.
Right.
Whenever something happens in the outside world, before I tweak or glitch, I go and speak to a friend. I'm like, this and that happened. Like, am I moving mad for being angry? If they're like, no, then I'm like, you're right. Okay, yeah, I have my reasons. But being in that house, you don't have that second-hand opinion.
Yeah.
Like, especially not from your loved ones. So I'm just thinking, I need confirmation. Is this happening? Is it in my head? Do you know what I mean? Like, and if you go to the diary room and you ask the big brother, they just.
Yeah.
Gonna give you
So you're just sort of like,
They'll pacify it.
am I going mad? It was only when I think one Dylan thing when he came at me.
Oh yes.
Can you explain?
Dylan, he was rude. Wasn't he super rude?
So we had a Halloween Halloween task. The other black girl had a Halloween task, and they asked her to pick a partner to do with. She picked me, probably the worst person to pick, and then it ended up being that we had to basically put up housemates for nomination for Halloween. This was a private one, and then even though the big brother told us not to tell, they end up
To the house.
They end up revealing it.
Yeah.
As we're pretending, imagine now they're actually announcing that people were nominated for Halloween. So we're there thinking, should we act surprised or like that? Like, I think I was just like a bit embarrassed, but I'm not going to lie, Noki was acting her life out. She was like, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, like, and then I thought, no, they're not going to say anything. And then they go, the people who nominated with Trish and Noki. I was like, and obviously now we're watching the people who are nominated there as they're going through the eviction, and they're really shocked that they're up for eviction because it's not eviction day. And then the guy, when he hears that it was us, he was like, watch, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get mad. That was the first time I thought, okay, now I've got my validation. You do talk like this when I'm not around. That's when I was like, oh, come on then, bring it. Like, but other than that, I kept seeking validation for my intuition. And yeah, it cost me a lot.
Gosh. What do you think about reality TV now? Like, would you ever do it again? And maybe it's a bit too soon for that, but maybe, like, would you? not today, but in the future, could you see yourself doing it again? And what do you think about, because we even had like a little conversation earlier today, just about like, black women on reality TV, in your opinion, should they still go on to these shows like Big Brother, like Love Island and that type of thing?
I feel like a hypocrite if I was to say that they shouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because I think there's a certain type of black woman who is successful on reality TV in Britain, and it's a black woman who can she could be suppressed, she could be oppressed, and she doesn't mind. They can come on and, you know, talk lightly, ignore the racism, you ignore the microaggression, don't be confrontational, don't have a strong opinion, you know, talk about chicken and stuff, make jokes, you know, you're good. If you listen, you know, if you're not challenging the system, you're good. But I think there's a certain type of black woman, if you want to go on reality TV in Britain right now, you would have to really know that you are in danger to some extent, and you would have to be like honest with yourself, and also maybe challenge them before you even go in. Like, if they want you bad enough, ask more questions about like the safeguarding procedures. I think I went in there quite ignorantly. I was like, yeah, they said they're going to look after all of us. I didn't ask stuff like, what happens if I experience racism? How quickly do you intervene? How do you protect me? So I feel like we can, but we just have to do it on our terms and make sure we're actually covered. You know, like, can you promise me this? Is there a contract where if anything happens to me, you are going to take like responsibility. You are going to fund my healthcare. Do you know what I mean? And I think I had that naivety out of desperation. So I would say you shouldn't go there out of desperation, and also get therapy before you go in there as well, and know yourself, because it can really mess with your mind.
Zizi Mills talked about that though, didn't
Yeah.
she? Like, she spoke that she was very hyper aware that she had her way she would react if she would say, like, how it would come across, like, because she didn't, again, like the whole I didn't want to be reflective of this is how black women act on this is how black women act, I'll see, like, kind of thing. So she said that she was very cognizant that she had to try and not, like, but she said it was very hard because obviously she just wanted to be and just whatever, but certain times, like, she had to, like,
especially her going after me, because obviously you see this happen, you're like, well, I don't want to be another lesson. Do you know what I mean? I don't want that to happen to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I went in there just like, oh, I could be myself. They love me in the interviews. They like my story. They've heard my stories. You know, they think I'm great, and you know, I've got the green light. But I didn't know how easily it could turn. Do you know what I mean? I think you then realize that, oh, people have their own narrative, and also executive people they're not above discriminating as well. Do you know what I mean? They're not above making certain decisions that put you in a certain light. And so I think there is that ignorance that if we're going to go to reality TV, make sure you're asking questions, make sure you know how they're going to take care of you, make sure you're going to get equal opportunities, because that's another thing. We provide a lot of entertainment, but we don't get as much opportunities. You know, it's so rare to see black people come out reality TV and do really well unless they get into groups. Do you know what I mean? And start to make content together as groups.
Who do you think has done really well, like black women wise, even? Who's gone on reality TV and then gone on to do really well?
You know, okay, I don't really follow people after that, especially if they're not my cup of tea.
Alison
Hammond.
Oh yeah,
probably.
Yeah, she has done quite well.
She's done well.
She's done fantastically.
She's done really well.
But is she
dare I say, she's a black woman from the north.
Yes.
And I feel like they're different than someone that's coming from London.
I would even go further. She's kind of like I'm here, happy entertainment, and I'm not going to rock the boat. That's the kind of vibe that
I was going to say, she doesn't rock the boat. Yeah.
What you're saying. Yeah.
I think she's the type of black woman who they would be like, oh, she listens. She's great. And she laughs a lot. You know, she doesn't take herself too seriously. Type of
Which is
vibe.
nice, but like that's not all of us.
And I think India's doing okay.
India's doing okay. I think.
But again, she wouldn't challenge much either.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think you see the type of black women that get the go ahead. And if you're not that type of black woman, definitely look out for yourself. Like, make sure there's something in it for you before you go in, not after, because I think they can sell you dreams and then there's nothing left to it. Unless you just want exposure.
Right.
Like, you just maybe want the experience. That's fine, because there was one or two participants for my series who just wanted the experience, and they don't really care about what happens after they went back to the jobs, and they're fine.
Well, what's her name? Whitney. Is she not doing well?
I would say she's doing well. However, Whitney has such backlash against her. She could
gets so
do
much
anything.
scrutiny.
Honestly, she could just say hi, and people have a problem with what she does.
Yeah.
But like Whitney, I have a lot of time for Whitney. I'm a support of Whitney. Like, yeah, I've got time for her.
You know what? Some of the reasons why people say black women shouldn't go on reality TV is the reasons why I think black women should go on reality TV. Well, if reality TV was actually reality TV, I think that's the problem here.
Right, yeah.
It's not, half of it isn't real, so it makes it really hard. But we get to see how the world interacts with black women on our screens. Do you know what I mean? And most of the time, the producers and production team just sweep it under the carpet. But for some people get to be educated.
Yeah.
They get to watch it and be like, wow, okay, this is actually happening. I've had white people that come up to me, they're like, I didn't know what microaggression was. I never knew what my black colleagues were talking about until I saw that on TV. I was like, wow, this is really eye-opening for me. Like, I couldn't believe this was taking place. And I think...
Yeah, but they say that and they go back to the office and do the same damn thing.
It's true.
So I don't know.
I feel like it's
very performative for them to say that.
There are a few allies.
But I do think that, I do think it does help when you see the example in your face. It kind of, there's something that kind of clicks that just like, even if I don't act, I know what it is.
Yeah.
And I know it's like these small steps and we shouldn't feel grateful for that. But I think there is some merit in it.
Because we had before you came, we had the conversation, and I said, I don't know why black women. Well, we was talking about Love Island specifically.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why black
Love
women sign up, because to me, you're signing up for punishment.
That's a humiliation ritual.
Basically, and I feel like,
Just fun.
and then I feel like the audience that are watching, there's habitual complaining, but it's always the same thing. So it's just like, at what point are you just participating in the?
Yeah.
I think you get that on any show.
I do feel like Love Island, though. I don't know if I would even encourage black women to go there. I just don't like how. Well, I stopped watching it a while ago because I just don't like how it makes black women appear like we're undesirable. I'm like, how could you not find a match or someone that likes black? You are engaged with a lot of participants who wanted to be on this show. There's no way, and there's women there who are stunning. There's no reason, sometimes the way Kaz was being treated, I'm like, Kaz is so buff. Like, what's going on? She's got body. Like, why is everyone reacting like this?
Because they're not seen as the beauty standard, unfortunately.
Of course.
Is it any different to, or I put it in the same category as like, okay, because it's a dating show, so you're going to get that very kind of like basic, shallow kind of like, do you know what I mean? Like judgment, right? Mm-hmm. But it is, like on other shows, it's like you get the angry black woman trope. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that is just as harmful. Like, I really do.
It is.
So I don't rate any of that, but I still enjoy reality TV.
But what's nice though is, it's gonna sound so weird, is also to see how like the production, well, at least with my season, to see how people pushed back and the pressure that the production felt. Right. I don't think a lot of people know that, to kind of try and kind of like switch things around, because it was like, oh, maybe we've gone too far, because like now there's so many complaints. Ofcom is receiving this many complaints. This is a topic of conversation. She keeps trending every other week. They kept telling my friend, oh, she's fine. She hasn't complained about anything. If she mentions it, then we'll deal with it. Then the next week, bam, I mentioned it. Then they're like, hey.
Yeah.
Now they have to
address it.
Yeah. Now they had I think, what's her name, Charlene White, up on the, was it Late and Live?
Oh yeah, Lucy Women. Yeah, Charlene White. Yeah.
Yeah. They had I forgot her name. The mixed race Nigerian presenter.
Yinka.
Yeah. They had Yinka there. They had a few good black women
on the panel.
On the panel,
after the after show or the
to
show.
discuss the microaggression that popped up, and it's like, that was something that they didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But what happened is that people got to see how black women get to experience white spaces like almost every day, and they couldn't deny it. And black women were on their necks as well. Like, this was conversations, this was trending. They couldn't ignore it. And they said, oh, she's not feeling late. You guys are just projecting. But then now she's saying it. And I also think that's another thing I was punished for. Now she's saying it. They're like, okay, now we have to address it, because the audience pushed onto that. So if more reality TVs were done like that, and the audience pushed back and really pushed back, it forces them to have to speak to some extent. No doubt just a little step, but I think next time we go further and further, as long as...
I think that's why people do continue to speak up. If they're watching the show, if they choose to watch the show, they will continue to speak up, so they can push back on some of these things that they're seeing. It's not always effective. It really isn't always effective. But I think it's also as well to show solidarity, support to the black contestants that are in the shows too, which I think they need when they come out of these shows and they deal with like an avalanche.
Honestly,
of abuse.
Black women and the gay community saved me. Like, the messages I got, like, I was like, oh, if there was a moment that I didn't feel loved, I'd get a message from a black woman, and I'm just like, oh, if I came across there and I had people shouting across the road, Trish, we love you. I'm like, oh my God, like, I've never felt so loved, you know, by people who look like me, because obviously I'm coming from the point of, oh my gosh, I've humiliated everyone. I've shamed everybody and I've represented myself badly. And then to see that, it felt like a hug. Do you know what I mean? So the support, like, it was, I can't lie, top notch.
Yeah, I love that.
That's so constricting to now have to come in and to feel like you're carrying the weight of the whole race of women.
Of course.
Whereas they don't have to feel, they just walk in, it is what it is.
They can just be blonde.
Literally, it don't matter. Like, they don't have to care or feel like they are representing the whole white. No, it don't matter. It don't matter. But us now, we become a token or we become a symbol of these times. Obviously, you know me, I obviously hate the whole, we're not monolith, but we're not, obviously. So there's different facets of black women, or just black people in general. So, but the fact that, but it's always, you always get put in the category of an archetype, or like you're aggressive, or
well, now it's you're aggressive or you're boring.
You're no personality, the other extreme, or
you're angry.
Angry, or you then fall into the whole, you're basically a sellout.
Oh yeah. But sellout was quite common though. So sellout was quite common in reality TV, but I can see why people do it for survival.
Yeah.
I don't rate it, but I see it and I'm just like, okay.
I think I also put that down to casting as well, because the people casting, they're looking for that type of person because they relate to that more.
They need.
Then do you know what I mean? Than to be challenged on things. Because like they probably want the black person that isn't going to have questions about racism. Do you know what I mean? The black person that's just going to get along. And just be okay with everything.
I think that was Dylan for our season. Right. I don't know. To be fair, he is mixed race, but I don't know if he knew that he was half black as well. It was only when we nominated him, and then the black on black line came.
Okay. Then it came out.
And that was very white of him.
Right, and he was just so aggressive. It was, I think, it was disproportionate to what was actually happening, and he refused to understand things from your point of view.
I think he understood very well. Like I used to think that I misunderstood, but I think the problem is, people understand me very well. They just don't want to admit that they've understood what I'm about. So they want to change the perspective. Because what was it that he said to me when he was forced to apologize to us? And I don't know if this made it, but he was talking to me and saying, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, I was just really upset, like, look at that screen. Because we had a screen in there that always had our pictures up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and every week after nomination, they'll show who's been nominated and who's been evicted, and the lights will go off even though the picture will still be there. So he was like I look at that screen and there's only 3 of us black people, and so it upset me to have the 2 black people then nominate me. Like, it's like there's already few of us. Why would you guys do that? And then I found out this guy was nominating me all along. So I'm like,
this is the thing.
What are you talking about?
What's that guy's name? The one with the sauce. What's the guy's? What's his with the reggae sauce? What is his name?
Oh, Levi.
Yeah. Nominating Zizi, you know.
Yeah.
Nominating. Trying to be a friend. Nominating Zizi the whole time.
Oh, but he
it was heinous. It was heinous at the time.
I also noticed that sometimes, we are let down by the black man. Yeah. Sometimes, you're like, you could have my back here. Like, Dylan was literally carrying the bone to come and tell me they think you're scary and you should tone it down.
Imagine.
It's like, maybe tell them that
What do you
that's a
think?
stereotype.
What did
and-
you say in that situation?
Like, I'm like, what have I done to be scary to that person? Why should I tone it? I haven't done anything to them. And I think that's quite common. Sometimes you can get the black men that wants to lean in with the safe side or look like they're the ones that are different. You know, the people, you know, when they say, oh, I have a friend, but he's not like the rest of them. That's who they want to be. Like, you're not like the rest of them. You're a nice one.
Honestly. Can you tell us a little bit about, because you're from Congo, right?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah. How old was you when you came here?
I was 9.5.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I thought I was about 11, though.
Oh,
I wasn't really sure about my age.
Don't say that.
You know, I was honestly, I thought I was older. You know what? I used to celebrate my birthday every New Year's. Like,
She might have been older.
no, you know what? Because
Are we sure your papers are in?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Don't
British my paper.
Don't incriminate yourself here.
it's sorted now. It's sorted now. Listen, no, honestly, because in Congo, I thought I was older. You know, because I was with my grandma. My dad fled. He was a political refugee. He fled when I was maybe about 4, and then my mum joined a year after.
Sorry, the political. What do you mean by that? What was he?
Okay, how do I explain? So basically, no one's ever asked me this before. So my dad was in the army. He was a captain, like, of finance. And what happened was that I think there was a new political party was coming up. And that was the time where we had a dictator, Mobutu. And a new political party was being created. And that was illegal. They wasn't supposed to do that.
Right.
And my dad used to go there, like he wanted to be part of it. But then also they had a riot where I think some soldiers, because they weren't paid for I think maybe a couple of months, they literally started rioting and whatnot.
Right.
And then there was a list of people who Mobutu's literally gonna put on trial.
Right.
And you go on a public trial, you get, and then anything can happen to you. You might be sentenced to death or whatever. And my dad's name was the 3rd one on the list.
Oh.
So
had to flee.
he literally had to flee. He literally had to flee quite fast. And then life changed really fast because we went from being quite reasonably wealthy to then moving from auntie to auntie. And then before I knew it, my grandma, who's from the east side of Congo, my mum's side is from the east side of Congo, she then came to Kinshasa, the capital, to be with us, me and my brother, because my mum had gone to join my dad. And so she's like speaking Swahili. At this point, I've learned to speak Lingala properly because my first language was French. My dad was like, he was one of those slightly kun. He was like,
Oh, not slightly.
he was at first. He was like, we only speak French.
Yeah, okay.
So when my dad left, people are Loba Lingala was speaking Lingala. So I learned Lingala quite well. And then my grandma comes with her Swahili. I'm like, oh my God, another language. She ended up learning Lingala and whatnot. But life was really different because she had a lot of kids.
Swahili in the east of Congo.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we would call them Baswahili, like certain tribes that speak Swahili. We refer to them as Baswahili. Obviously, they have specific names. And my mum speaks Swahili as well.
Yeah.
So, the quality of life really went down. My grandma had a lot of kids. Some of them, some of my aunties are younger than me. So,
Your grandma on your dad's side.
no, my mum's side. Yeah, but the one from my dad's side, she's passed on. So, so poverty. I definitely remember sleeping on the floor, hardcore floor. Life was hard, and birthdays was just something we all said happy birthday when it's New Year's, when we're saying bonne année, joyeux anniversaire, you know, and we're just like, how do you? And my grandma's telling me my age. She's telling me any age.
Hey.
So I just thought,
You might not even know.
so I thought I was like, she did have like 10 kids. So,
Yeah.
and they don't care about stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so I literally thought I was older.
Like, you're still here.
It's my mum that had to tell me my birthday.
I'm feeding you, right?
My mum had to tell me my birthday and my real age. I'm like,
Wow,
okay.
Look at that. So your dad came to the UK.
yeah.
First of all,
Yeah, and then my mum and my younger sister joined. I think she was on Little Live once as well. My sister Dora, she joined as a baby. She was like 1, and then me and then I came, and then my brother came.
Okay.
And I came in like in 2000. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I came here.
So wow.
It was different.
How was that navigating coming at that age, coming to the UK? You've come from a relatively well off to coming to now the UK. The dynamics. How did that?
No, at that point, I'm coming from not extreme poverty because we were still in the capital. There's people in Congo in the east that are experiencing it worst. So I was literally looking at like London like heaven. Like it was proper like a really cool mentality actually. Like we had this perception,
Like
almost as
going
if
to heaven.
as if the white men sold it to us. Your life is gonna be great. There's money everywhere. That you don't have to pay for hospitals. You don't have to pay for food. Like I'm gonna see my mom and my dad. I'm gonna go to London. Like I'm gonna be around white people. Like I was excited. And then
The rude awakening.
till this day, I'm still cold. No, the weather, the attitude, I'm like, oh, it was nothing like I expected.
What
And then to see my parents actually be poor, I'm like, wait, hold on.
What's happening here?
I thought we're coming here for a better life. Like, what's going on? Like, what you mean you're a cleaner? Do you know what I mean? And you have like proper educated parents. Do you know what I mean? And you thought this was meant to be like a gateway to heaven. And so yeah, that it was a disappointment to say the least. But I was happy to be with my parents.
Oh, when you're back in the UK?
Yeah, because I think we were separated for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a lot.
yeah, it was quite a long time. Yeah,
Gosh, how did that... I guess you had your siblings
I just had
as well.
one
Just
sibling. Yeah,
one sibling.
yeah, it was, and I don't know. You know what? When I look back, I do think that I do need to cater more to my younger self because I feel like I just went through things and disassociating. Oh, I'm okay, it's fine. I'm with mum and dad now. But actually, there's a lot of things that...
A lot.
Yeah. And that's what's interesting with this PTSD is I've had to go back because it's not just what's happened, it's what it reminds me of. It's the fact that for the first time, I couldn't deny that there was no safety net
Yeah.
beneath me. And this is happening in a place where, as a youngster, I looked at it as the safest place. I'm going to go to London to be safe. I'm going to go to London to be wealthy, to have a good life. And then it's like, wow, this is reminding me of everything I've been ignoring. And this is actually happening. So I've had to do a lot of work for who I was as a child and what I went through and the things that I had to ignore and sort of make the connections and be like, yeah, okay, I
think there's some bravery in it though as well, like because like even coming to the country at such a young age, it kind of gives you a different kind of mindset that you would even take the opportunity to do something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because not everybody can go on national TV and just be themselves. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like there's a bravery there.
My mum always tells me that. She's like, yeah, well, of course you could do it. When I told her, she was like, you're going to be great at this, you know. And my dad always told me, you're so courageous. You're like me. You can do everything. It's funny because I feel like for such a confident person, I can be quite insecure. Or do you know what I mean? Like sometimes when my insecurities come up, I'm so concerned because I'm like, but I'm so bold, but yeah, I'm so anxious.
Yeah.
How is this happening at the same time? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because as brave as it is, I was shaking so much on the nights we went in.
Oh, really?
I was shaking. I couldn't eat. They was like, you need to eat. I said, I can't eat.
Yeah.
I was so anxious.
Oh, God. That countdown, though, must be so nerve-wracking.
When you're entering.
Yeah, exactly. And
you know, you
the
can
car
faint.
drives up. Yeah.
You know you can faint, but you're like, I can't faint right now. Because they tell you that, you know, your 2 family members are at the front. You're gonna see them there. They tell you, you're going to go here, wave at them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can't mess up anything. Okay, my mum and my sister are there. It's a lot. Yeah.
So cool, man. That's so cool. But you came out, you survived it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I didn't survive Congo to come and let this kill me.
Exactly.
And on worst days, I'm like, you know what? These people are messing with me. They've never experienced what I've experienced. Like, I can overcome this too, you know?
No, absolutely.
Then in other days, it's like, no, I didn't deserve that. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of go between the two. Like, I do have my worries me moments, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
So how is Trish today? Like, post all of that, obviously you said you're going through legal stuff, but aside from that, like, how are you today?
So I think getting counselling and my self-esteem was great. It's really shown me that I think first of all, all of this has really taught me to be more selfish.
Okay.
Because I realized even the reasons that people loved me was still because I was sacrificing myself. It was always, but you were looking after everyone. You fought for everyone. You stood up for everyone. Oh, Trish, I can't believe no one stood up for you. I'm like, wait, hold on. I keep realizing a certain tone, and I knew it before I went in, but I went there and did that big sister thing. And I'm like, oh, now I have to be my big sister. And I think that's been the most positive thing about it. It's like, oh, I actually got to stand up for myself because no one's got to do it. So I'm learning to be more selfish and say no to some things like, no, I can't do that. Like, that's definitely something that I've had to challenge. See how what you're taught as a child, like, you know, you're the older sister, everyone's going to follow your example, you do this, you do that, and how it plays a part in how you take in racism as well, and how you end up looking back at a moment where you're quite compliant to stuff you shouldn't have been, because you learn very early on that everyone else matters more, or you cater to everyone. So having to go through this healing process has really taught me to put myself at the forefront. And that's something that's been really, really great for me. And obviously moving back to London, closer to my mum, has been great as well. But to be fair, I was experiencing targeted harassment. So
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
yeah. So
From where you were?
Yeah.
In Luton?
yeah, Luton,
Well,
yeah.
recently?
Well,
Or like in the last year?
yeah, it was. When did I move? 2024? Was it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's recent, yeah.
That's
Yeah. That's why we had to move. I was like, no.
Wow.
I can't do this.
From the show?
Yeah, I think it was related, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but and then the funny thing is when I reached out to the therapist,
Uh-huh.
she was like, oh, it's probably just little kids. Yeah, whereas the police is like, yeah, this is starting to look like targeted harassment. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm out. Like, I can't do this. I got a child to protect. Yeah, it's really pushed me to have to face myself and the things that I do to get to be accepted by others. Like, I had to challenge that as the same way I challenged it in other people. I'm like, oh, now I actually got to face myself, because I don't want to be liked because I was doing Jesus. Do you know what I mean? I want to be liked because I deserve to just exist.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the superwoman. I don't want to be.
Yeah.
And I realized I was going into that quite a lot as a way of acceptance. And so there's been some harsh but good lessons for me. So yeah, and I guess it's empowered me to speak more boldly as well,
Yeah.
or to just like, it's okay to really be afraid to speak, but speak anyway. That's been, yeah. And it's like, now that the veil's been taken off, there's no going back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think so you are doing more speaking in general anyway right now.
Yeah. I'm doing more speaking. I'm also working on workshops. I'm building workshops on just challenging challenging systems, challenging racism in different sectors. And actually, I'm also finding myself influencing policy, which is...
Okay, tell us more.
I was invited to... Suddenly, all my words have gone out. An organisation that I worked with, when I gave them my survey, when I came back, and I was talking about how being in Luton is because I was displaced by Westminster in the first place. And so they work with homelessness. And so I was giving my experience of what it was like to go through homelessness with a neurodivergent child. And I kept repeating about the fact that he's black, because I'm black, because I was very clear about it. And then they end up putting, I guess, suggestions of policies of how to change the experiences of family facing homelessness with neurodivergent children.
Oh, wow.
And most of the policies came from my experience and the things that I suggested.
Oh, fantastic.
And I was invited to Parliament for it when it was being launched. So I was like, okay, this is good. And I'm working with, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, some researchers who are very interested in changing the experiences of reality TV stars.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, behind closed doors. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm kind of like doing behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I may not always be at the forefront. And then on top of that, being invited to speak to staff, host staff and whatnot, but also mothering.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, which takes a lot of my time
Yeah.
and
How is that?
energy.
How old is your son?
He's 8. He turned 8
Yeah.
recently. Yeah.
How are you
How is
you
that?
finding it?
you know what? I'm loving it. There's moments where I really I'm like, oh, like this is the best thing that's happened to me. Like I hate to put this much pressure on him, but I genuinely do think that I'm still here because of Sankara. Because if Sankara wasn't here, trust me,
I love that you named him Sankara. What a legendary name.
Oh, thank you.
Legendary name.
Thank you.
That's a lot. Yeah, you put in pressure.
I know.
By naming him that.
And honestly, I know. Because if it wasn't for Sankara, when my suicidal thoughts were back to back, there were really days where I thought, I can't be here anymore. But also my son is non-verbal. Who's going to find him? Is he going to find me? Like, how is this going to go down? Like it was for his safety that I was like, I've got to keep being here. So I would have been long gone. I had no interest in it. So it's like it's nice to have overcome that, to see him also progress and be like, oh, look at what I can do even when I don't think I'm at my best. I can still like really pour into my son to the point where I see the progression happening. And so I'm starting to see like wealth in a different perspective as well.
How has that journey been, being the mother of a neurodivergent? And you say he's non-verbal in terms of...
Oh, he's speaking.
Oh, speaking now. Okay,
yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, but he was non-verbal for a while. And when I say non-verbal, it's not like he can't say words, but when it matters, he couldn't speak. Or like, there was literally moments where I'm counting how many words he's using in a sentence, you know.
Right.
For a long time, it was like 2 words. And then, but when he's overwhelmed, then it's just chaos. And it was really hard. It was really, really hard. Some days it's still really tough. I think it's the fatigue the most, because psychologically you're always paying attention. Is he progressing? Is he regressing? What's happening? What triggered this? Do you know what I mean? And I'm trying to change the narrative for us, for how we were treated as neurodivergent kids. Do you know what I mean? Me, myself, I've got ADHD and I'm dyslexic. And I remember when I was flagging up to my mum, like, I'm struggling, something's not quite right. She was like, oh, don't say that. You're telling me I made you imperfect. You're insulting me. And I'm like, oops. Whereas, do you know what I mean? Having worked in a school and whatnot, I understood how much, intervention was so important for prevention. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes there was a culture clash, because sometimes people mean well, but they're like, well, you don't want to label your child.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. Don't be like those white people.
You're speaking negative over your child.
Yeah.
Like, no, there's nothing wrong. Pray about it. It's just that.
Do you see what I mean? So that can make it really hard, because you understand that actually, white kids or white children, sometimes they get an intervention early because the parents are bang on it. Do you know what I mean? And so it's like,
and they're listened to as well.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And so it's like, sometimes it feels like not being listened to from both sides. I'm going here and then they're kind of downplaying it. I'm going here. They're telling me I'm labeling my child, and you're like, oh my God, that could be quite hard. But luckily we've got to the point now where I think Sankara's life is become some sort of education towards our community. You know, people are almost like, oh, okay, I'm understanding more now. Like, you're teaching me a lot now. I'm learning a lot from Sankara and whatnot. And so that's really been great to see. But motherhood is tiring, man.
Yeah, I'm a mother of also a neurodivergent son.
Oh.
He's also autistic.
How old is your child?
He's 11.
Okay.
So he's year 6. So he's going to be in year 7 in September.
How's it going, the transition?
I'm not ready.
I'm scared of that already.
Is he ready?
He had some reservations, because, as you know, like neurodivergent children, they are very routine based. This change is not really. They don't do well with change. They've been doing something for so long. So he definitely was apprehensive about. Because he's like, oh, why do I need to leave? I like my school. Can I just stay here for another how many
Sankara gets upset when the year 6s leave.
Yeah. Oh.
They're going. I'm like,
that's how it goes.
So, that's going to be new territory for me. Because I'm also used to the school.
Yeah.
And the journey, albeit difficult, it's not. There's been people in place to help and stuff like that. So now we're going.
So do you get a lot of support from your community?
Yeah, in terms of, to be fair, they had when he got to reception, the inclusion manager,
She was on it.
she kind of flagged that they believed they was picking up behaviours that they believed he was autistic. So she kind of picked it up, and I guess I maybe I was also lucky because the inclusion. I used to go to that primary school, so he went to my primary school.
Oh, okay,
So I was familiar with the primary school, so I wanted him to go there because it's a small school, and they had still kept up the standards.
Did you receive that well, being told that they're picking up?
No,
symptoms?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. We've had this conversation because we had. I don't know if you. What is her name? Sorry, the Black Sen mum. She came.
Oh, Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall. Yes.
I love Marshall.
Yeah, so she came on. So yeah, I didn't take it well. I didn't take it well at all. Even when they brought it up.
Yeah, that's common. When I was working in school, we saw that a lot.
I would just wanted to. I was in denial, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was in denial.
Yeah, you expect that.
Yeah. So
How long did it take you to settle?
Even getting a diagnosis, it was heartbreaking to me personally.
Oh.
You
know what? I think even for mums who are not so defensive, it's always heartbreaking.
Yeah. So I was just like, I was like, no, he's gonna like, he will get like, he will grow out of it. It's not. Like I was just like, it just needs support maybe, but it's not autism.
It's not.
It's not autism. It's not that. So when I did get that diagnosis, trust me, I was just thinking about all the things. So I'm just like, because obviously on here I'm called Queen of BOE, which is black over everything. Okay. I'm very pro black. I'm very like
pro-black, Pan-African.
So anything.
No wonder you recognise Sankara.
Yes. So anything racial, I'm already hyper focused on certain things. So already I'm just thinking, I've got a black son. Yeah. In primary school, in going into school, if we're not adding autism to the thing, this is a deficit at this point. Like,
I do remember some parents reacting like that when I was working in schools.
It's already not easy as raising a black son in the school system anyway, and how they get treated. So I'm thinking now you're adding autism to that as a label. Yeah. I'm like, we're gonna have an uphill battle here. Like it's gonna be a problem. So I'm just like thinking of all of those things that I'm gonna have to manage. Yeah. So yeah, but luckily, like I said, the inclusion manager, again, she was, funny enough, her daughter and me were in the same class. Oh, okay, yeah. So she's familiar with me already. Oh, okay, yeah, so she knows you, yeah. So she already knew me anyway. Yeah. So I feel like that kind of helped. That helped, yeah. Probably, had he been in another school, I don't think I would have gotten the help that I would, to be honest. So I'm very lucky that it was very, like, communal in that sense. Yeah. So because they knew me, she was just like, she took care of everything. Yeah. Even she left the school. She actually left the school. I was so heartbroken when she was leaving because I was thinking she was very good. Yeah. But they had people in place that also kind of stepped in and helped and stuff like that. So since he's come to year 6, and they've been very kind of on, even with stuff, maybe not doing stuff and stuff, they've always listened and stuff like that. So I've been lucky because I've heard other parents' experiences, and it's been hell. So I'm very lucky and I'm very blessed in that sense that it hasn't been an uphill battle in which others have. Yeah. But there's still been... You've
had access to resources, but obviously it's hard anyway.
No, it's still hard. Autistic. Yeah. It's still hard and stuff like that. But now that he's going into secondary school, this is a whole new terrain. Yeah. I mean, to be fair...
Please let me know how it goes, because I'm nervous about that stage. Yeah. But I wanted to talk about the thing of label, because I realised this comes up a lot, especially with black people. It's like, oh, don't label them, don't label him. But it's like, I feel like we're happy or we're okay with labels in other areas. Because there's labels everywhere. There's labels everywhere. Tall, midget,
not midget. We don't say that no more.
No, we don't say it. Oh, no, but I used to get called that a lot. I used to get called that a lot because I'm tiny. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was always called that a lot. Yeah. Sorry. It's because of my own experience. I'm 5'1", so I used to get called that a lot. And
look it actually when you walked in though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 5'1".
Stand up, maybe.
I'm 5'1". That was literally like my nickname. It's cool. But yeah, we're cool with other labels, but when it comes to like certain ones, we're like no. And also, what I used to say to parents when I was working in school is like, this is hard anyway, But the thing that's harder is the fact that it's the symptoms they're gonna have. It's not the label. And also, if you don't get this diagnosis, he will get labelled something else, something violent.
More problematic, yeah.
Yeah, and he will be criminalised for his symptoms rather than helped. you know, and that's where I'm like, listen, the labels are not the problem.
It's important.
The autism label is not the problem.
Do you think it's because there's been like, you know, the historical labelling of black children in a negative sense? Because I think it was even recently that they discovered like a lot of like the black children from like the 60s and 70s were put in like special classes when they didn't need it. Do you think that's where the reluctance could come from?
I think it's a lot of different contributing stuff. I think there is that, like racism generally, and labeling black people like negative terms. But also I think there's also a religious perspective to this as well when it comes to black people.
Yep.
The sense of if I reject it, if I rebuke it, then it won't come true. And so they see it as if you accept it, then you're speaking it into life.
Yeah, basically.
Do you know what I mean? So if I say in Jesus' name, my son's not autistic, you know, that's what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And with that will belong the fact that he's probably being discriminated against, and you're discriminating by labeling him something that I'm rebuking against him. So now it becomes a battle.
It definitely becomes a battle.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also I think that, if we're honest, it's the ignorance in how we see special educational needs as well.
Especially in Africa.
Yes.
It's in Africa.
Yeah, it's the way we speak of people who have special needs.
Yeah.
And suddenly you think people are going to speak like that about my child. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's that ignorance that there's so many things that are overlapping. There's definitely the protection and trying to fight back against racism. But I think there's a lot of parents who are really projecting more than anything else.
Yeah, and how the community deals with special needs.
Yeah, and how they treat those parents. Because I saw, oh my gosh, I saw content the other day. Thank God it wasn't the original video because they cut her off to then criticize her. She was talking about how autism is a result of sin.
What?
You guys not seen it? It's popped up on my Instagram and on my TikTok.
I don't even
Like,
want to see it.
She's like, autism is a result of sin. Stay with me till the end. And then it cuts off. Someone's like, actually, I'm not going to stay with you till the end. And then they kind of went on to speak about how having that stance is pretty much anti-black.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm so glad that... But that's not the first time I've heard it. Do you know what I mean? I have heard stuff like, oh, of course her child turned out like that because look how she is or look how they are. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of blame.
Yeah, it's talked to... It's a special or disabilities are looked upon as a curse.
A curse, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, it looks like if you now go on to have a child that's got some type of disability, whichever which is
What
either a
did you do?
curse
Yeah, you're
or
being
it's
punished.
witchcraft.
Yeah.
Or you're being punished, or it's a generational curse that's come to
or someone has done juju on you.
Yeah.
Like, and this is what I was saying. There's a lot of religious context to it and how we react to it, and so that makes it really hard to accept early intervention.
Yeah. Yes, it definitely is, and all them thoughts went through my mind because I was just like,
Of course.
This is long. I was just like, I don't need this. So yeah, it's definitely been, and even me, I've had to learn. I've had to learn a lot, even in the recent, even just in that past year.
Yeah.
I've learned new things.
Of course, yeah.
That before,
Yeah.
I didn't attribute it. Obviously, I knew obviously I know his diagnosis, but I didn't attribute it. The behavior. I didn't connect the behaviors to it being autism. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of treating him like every neurotypical child.
Yeah.
But not realizing those are actual symptoms or asymptomatic of those things. So it's definitely been a learning curve for me. Still on the journey, but we thank God nonetheless.
I think that's going to be like our entire life. I always say that I feel like I thought I'm the one that's going to teach Sankara everything, but I'm actually realizing no, you're actually teaching me a lot as well.
Yeah.
As I'm mothering you, I'm learning quite a lot in this process. Yeah. Like, because they change as well, don't they?
Yeah. Yes.
You get used to one version of them, and then maybe there's new symptoms, or symptoms show up in a different way.
Yeah.
in another age, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? Also, I like that we're talking about this. Another thing I do not like about the way we treat symptoms when it comes to special needs, sometimes we turn it into a masculine trait. Like when my son was struggling with dysregulation and meltdowns, I had a couple of people say, "Oh, he's a man, he's a boy, he's gonna be angry. That's just how boys are. Like sometimes they're a bit. Let him be a boy." I'm like, I was hearing that a lot,
I didn't. I got the opposite. I guess, but
Did you?
Obviously manifests in certain ways. Like he can be emotional, so he's like, boys don't cry.
Oh,
That's what
I did get that too.
The
Yeah.
boys don't cry.
Yeah.
He's been, and I've had to shut a hell of,
I don't
even
like
my
that.
own parents.
Yeah.
You need to stop that.
Yeah.
You need to stop that.
Yeah.
If he's
Yeah.
crying, then he's
Yeah.
crying. Oh, you're too old for that. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
I was thinking, are you alright? He's still a kid.
That,
I'm like, he's too old for that.
you're just crying like that. Let him cry.
Yeah.
Why can't he express himself?
Yeah.
Because even before I had Sankara, I knew that if I have a boy, I'm literally going to do things differently. Because I was an intentional feminist. So I was like, I'm intentional about this. I want things to be done differently. I want him to be able to express himself. And then always getting that, oh, he's always crying all the time. Like, doesn't need to cry. Or someone tried to force feed him. That was another thing I struggle with, the force feeding. Like he's got a thing with texture. Oh, he's just not hungry. The dismissal was like...
Yep. Yeah. I feel you. So yeah. Him going to secondary school is just a whole nother different, because obviously him being autistic in primary school is totally different to now him being autistic in secondary school. And he's going, and obviously both schools in mainstream. The mainstream primary school is mainstream. He's going
Has
to
he got his EHCP as well?
Yes, he has.
Okay, that's good.
So it helps, kind of thing. So going into a mainstream school, secondary school, now you're dealing with, obviously he's at the tween stage, dealing with other
oh my gosh,
other older years, teens. Yes, yeah. I'm my anxiety's through the roof.
I'm anxious about that. And he's in year 3. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, I've been anxious about
How do I make sure I keep him away
not,
from people that try to groom him into gangs?
Exactly.
Because Sankara likes people and he likes to people please. And I'm like, oh my God, please. Like, and
all of that.
The way he learns is for copying behavior as well. Sometimes he mimics behavior. I'm just like,
you're masking.
No, I'm scared of you being in the wrong crowd and
then you're at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I feel like I'm gonna be one of those moms that takes him to school every day, even when he's in secondary school.
Oh no, that's.
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay.
Like now, that unfortunately that has to be.
I feel like I'm gonna do that for a long time.
That's not in. We're not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
So he will definitely have to. It's a process, but yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know. I don't know what it'll be like the day he has to go even to the shop alone.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Yeah.
What are you excited about now?
Hopefully winning my legal case.
Come on.
I'm actually really looking forward to standing up for myself. You know, like I actually got a really good case. Like the more I did the work, the more I found out it's more sinister than I could explain. So I'm really looking forward to that stage. I know it's going to be triggering, but I think maybe this is because of the ADHD, but sometimes when an injustice happens and it hasn't been resolved, it stays with me, even when it's not me. So now imagine it's me and it's like...
Yeah, any injustice.
I need this to be fixed and to see that I'm going to be part of it and just know how much is happening. I'm looking forward to that, challenging the powers that might be. Yeah.
Thank you, Trish. Thank you. This has been really cool, really insightful. Yes. I think we definitely need to have you back on again we do. As well.
I would love to
when's your case?
I don't know anything yet. It's
okay,
still the early stages. I'm still waiting for to go to certain stages.
Well, but
I'm just like really equipped.
Yes, you're ready to go. Ready to go. Where can people find you, follow you, that type of thing?
Oh, yes. I think the social media I use the most is Instagram. You can find me on Instagram. My Instagram name is I am Balusa. So that's I am Balusa. And I think on TikTok, I think it's Trish Balusa, #1. I've changed it recently.
Okay.
Yeah, I could be found there. But also drop me an email because sometimes I get so many DMs about things that should really be emails. Sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, I did tell them to reach out to me on Instagram, but this should actually be an email because like sometimes my social media manager is on my Instagram and then I can miss things or they think it's not important, but I'm like, it is important. So I could be, my email is contact@trishbalusa.com. Other than that, I'm in my house. You can find me in my house. Well, don't find me in my
No,
house.
no, no. I was gonna say
I'm in my house.
the people of the internet to your house. No. Thank you. Cool. But thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you,
Appreciate
ladies.
it.
Very
It's been
insightful.
yes, really good conversation.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
to find out more.
Thank you for having me,
Reality stuff.
ladies.
Yeah,
I really
of
enjoyed
course.
myself.
Okay, Brent. I think we're ready to go.
Thank you, guys.
Just on time. Thank you,
Yeah.
ladies.
Have a good Friday.
Yes.
Enjoy the